of the brave.
Great job, Jack Ballou, ladies and gentlemen, and we will get this party started here shortly. We're waiting from the command from our NASCAR officials for the 4 most famous words in motorsports, and everybody gets to be involved in it tonight, all divisions and all drivers. And as soon as we get the AOK race fans, you are going to start JoRonCo Rentals Night at the Races. You do know how to count down from 3, don't you? I know that you do. And when I say 3, 2, 1, I need you to say those 4 most famous words as soon as we get the okay from upstairs. All right, race fans, what do you say? Can you do it for me one more time? Everybody out of your seat and on your feet if you can. I need you to be loud and proud. You know those 4 words, and we're going to count them down from 3, 2, 1. Drivers! Let's get ready to roll. JoRonCo Rentals, Night at the Races. We'll kick things off with the future stars of racing, the senior mini dwarfs, followed up by the Les Schwab Tires spec mods. We'll end the night with the Shocker Monster Truck and Pat Gerber crushing some cars in the JoRonCo 15 Minutes of Mayhem.
All right, as Steve Hughes gets them rolled off, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of our schedule for, once again, June and July. That's right, folks, tonight, JoRonCo Party Rentals Night at the Races, June 10th. Next weekend, Golden State Peterbilt Night at the Races. Going to be, of course, late models, legends, bandoleros, dwarfs are back, and, of course, Golden Empire State Supermoto. June 17th, Coca-Cola Family and Fun Night out here. Michelob Ultra Superstocks headlining that one. Of course, June 24th, late model twins, legends, dwarfs, bandoleros, 911. And I show waterless boat races. We'll see what happens with that. And, of course, you don't want to miss it. Of course, our annual 4th of July Spectacular. That's right, July 1st, General Production Service 50th Anniversary Celebration and Salute to America Fireworks Spectacular. July 8th, late models, spec mods, road course, mini stocks, and legends. And, of course, July 22nd, Wheeling Night at the Races. We're set to go here at KCRP, folks. We'll be back shortly. $17 is what I counted in practice. 17 Michelob Ultra Super Stocks tonight here. We had a good qualifying session. Should be a great night of racing here. Once again, Kern County Raceway right here at I-5 and Highway 43 in beautiful Bakersfield, California. You want to follow your very own Steve Hughes on social media, Kern Raceway. He's on Twitter, Facebook, IG, all the popular ones. Follow him. He gives you all the updates, photos, what's going on. You can also see what they got going on at KernRaceway.com. Schedules, results, dirt track info, motocross over there. So once again, KernRaceway.com. We're set to go here. JoRonCo Rental Night at the Races. Les Schwab Spec Mods. Mini Dwarfs. NASCAR Mini Stocks. And of course the Michelob Ultra Super Stock class. And Pat Gerber at Direct Off-Road, he's back with a Shocker Monster Truck. So coming up shortly here, JoRonCo Rental, Night of the Races. Get everything cleared off. We're set to go. Motorsports Fire and Rescue DJ Safety Crew. Those guys doing a good job. Busy all day here. Yesterday at practice, of course, these guys putting in time, keeping everybody safe out here, debris cleared, and, of course, safety in at All Minds Motorsports Fire and Rescue DJ Safety Crew here at KCRP. Getting a final little rundown word with Steve Hughes down there. The shocker is fired up, folks. Monster truck demo tonight following the last main event. You guys ready to see some of this? Pat Gerber, direct off-road. An RV stacked up over there. That ought to be interesting later on. RV, I see a Suburban, a Blazer, and a couple of cars. So the KCRP crew getting that thing situated. 2018 Jim Burke Ford Mustang 5.0 pace car out tonight. I didn't see Tim earlier. I would assume West is behind the wheel. Should be mini dwarfs first. Mini stocks, bandoleros running tonight as well. And of course the Les Schwab Spec Mod and Michelob Ultra Super Stock class. Ice Cold Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Coca-Cola, 5150 energy drink for sale down there. Hot dogs, pulled pork sandwiches, nachos. Track vendor open up as well. Pick you up some Kern County Raceway hats, shirts, sweatshirts down there in the breezeway. 5150 energy drink and Budweiser's in the fridge. Get you a program you can follow along. Jason Reed up top, Steve Hughes down below tonight. Once again, we're getting ready to go here. JoRonCo Party Rental Night of the Races. They got the big white tent set up on the south side here. They did a kind of a company barbecue there, and they got a great display if you want to check it out, what they can offer you, and partner up with KCRP. Steve Hughes will mention that a little bit later, but great partnership here. Once again, JoRonCo Rentals here, the official rental company of KCRP. Pace car in place, Motorsport Fire and Rescue crews in place. Mini dwarfs coming out shortly. Les Schwab Spec Mods lined up behind the wall. We'll see them tonight. That blue and white Flow Orange number 4 EB. Eric Bruss took the win last time. Kind of emotional win for him. It was great to see him out and kind of dominate that. So 17-car turnout tonight once again. Michelob Ultra Super Stock. You can see them facing north right down the middle of pit row. Good car turnout tonight here. Both classes once again. Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod and the Michelob Ultra Super Stocks ready to do damage here. Dwarfs, Bandoleros, and the NASCAR Mini Stocks. They'll run in between, and you saw it earlier. He's parked back there. The MAV TV Lucas Oil Shocker direct off-road monster truck.
Hey, Jason, you know, tonight's going to be a pretty awesome night. I mean, it's not very often we get Shocker to come out here. Hometown boy. Direct Off-Road is the local business for Pat Gerber that allows him to come out and put on display that I believe it's over 1,000 horsepower supercharged monster truck. And we've got some stuff to crush. And you said it right, that RV over there and 4 other cars. It's going to be a pretty amazing night. We want to thank JoRonCo Rentals, the official rental provider provider of Kern County Raceway, for taking care of us here tonight and really coming up with a great concept, the 15 Minutes of Mayhem, which, race fans, you're going to have an opportunity to get some JoRonCo Rentals 15 Minutes of Mayhem t-shirts tonight. We're going to have all kinds of great giveaways. George Harmer is going to be up in the grandstands once again. Of course, we're going to have trivia. We're going to toss some shirts. We're going to give away some tickets. If you haven't purchased your souvenir program yet, you can still do that for your opportunity to win a family 4-pack of tickets to next Saturday night here at Kern County Raceway, which is Golden State Peterbilt Night at the Races, and it's also bike night. And I noticed a group of motorcyclists that were here in the grandstands tonight. They have a huge line of motorcycles out in front. First of all, we want to welcome them to Kern County Raceway and welcome them back here. But next Saturday night, all motorcycle riders and their bikes are free. But here's what you have to do. You have to visit your favorite motorcycle shop, Adventure Center Power Sports downtown, Fred Cummings Motorsports downtown, Bakersfield Harley-Davidson on Merle Haggard Drive, or Valley Cycle and Motorsports on Buck Owens Boulevard. You can go down to either one of those 4 motorcycle shops and pick up your pair of tickets. Come on out next Saturday night to Kern County Raceway on Golden State Peterbilt Night at the Races. You're going to get in free, special VIP parking for your bikes and the riders. So come on out, and I think I see those guys. They're kind of just, and gals, they're just to the north of the start-finish line. Beautiful motorcycles down there, but we're going to see a ton of them here next Saturday night. The late models return with a set of twins and Golden Empire Supermoto, so some bar-banging two-wheeled action along with the NASCAR late models, and it's bike night. So tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell your neighbors' friends that go to your favorite local motorcycle shop, pick up a pair of tickets, ride your bike out here next Saturday night. We're going to get you in free, special VIP parking on the south patio up there. It's going to be an amazing night of racing. We're going to have a bike parade. If you want to participate in a burnout contest, we're going to have one of those. And I am looking for some folks that are just crazy enough, Jason Reed, to race their Harley-Davidson motorcycles or cruisers on the 8th mile here at Kern County Raceway, which we're going to see the senior mini dwarfs race on the 8th mile right now. So if you've got some friends that are just about crazy enough to get their street bikes out here, sign a waiver, make sure they've got all the safety equipment, and come out here and race on that 8th mile, send them my way, because we're going to sign them up and put on a great show for them next Saturday night, Jay.
Excellent. Yeah, getting ready to go here once again. Quick little rundown of tonight's schedule. If you turn to your program, if you haven't picked that up yet, once again, $5 there in the breezeway. Here at Steve, chance of winning some tickets. Senior mini dwarfs set for 20 laps or 15 minutes on the time. Les Schwab tires, NASCAR spec mods, that's going to be set for 30 laps. Dwarfs will be back out. The juniors, the junior mini dwarfs, another 20 laps. We'll roll right into INEX bandoleros for 25 lapper. And then, of course, the NASCAR Michelob Ultra Super Stock. We're going to race that thing right in the middle of tonight's session for 40 laps. Mini stocks, 25 laps, and then we'll end it with, once again, Pat Gerber, Shocker Motorsport Direct Off-Road Monster Truck Demo. Speaking of the dwarfs, this should be the minis. Mini seniors, I believe, coming out. Haven't watched these guys in a while here, so here we go. Leading out once again, Motorsport Fire and Rescue Mule pace car here on the 8th mile. In the 7 should be Nathaniel Edwards. In the 17, of course, Kersey Young. 17B, Tyler Blankenship, I believe, out there. And the number 10, Jake Mello. And the 24, Trenton Yurdo. So, mini dwarf seniors on parade lap as we speak, getting them lined up, set for 20 laps. If you got Race Monitor, we're live on Race Monitor, set to go here once again. JoRonCo Rental Night at the Races. KCRP, we're going to kick it off with the ankle biters. Green flags, they come to Vigstrom. It's 17, Young out in front. Blankenship into the 2. Edwards running 3. No change out of 4 in the front stretch. 8th mile racing here at KCRP. Kersey trying to break away early. Blankenship on the heels. Edwards no change in 3rd. Trenton Yurdo in the 2-4, sitting 4 in the 10. Jake Mello, all green, number 10, pulling up the rear of the 5. Once again, set for 20, folks. This is Mini Dwarf Seniors first out. Young and Blankenship, 1-2 down the backstretch, clean, everybody single file. Yurdo's moved into the 3 spot. Edwards trying to regain back as he comes to the inside, blocked out by Yurdo, line taken away there. Nathaniel and Yurdo side by side. Edwards takes back over 3. Inside, outside swap back to the 3 and 4. Yurdo and Edwards, that's where the race occurs. In the green 10, Jake trying to hold down a strong 5th. Kersey in the red 17 out in front. Blankenship 2, no change for them. The 17's leading it here. First race of the evening. I hear you come on, Steve Hughes. You got to love the minis.
Yep, Tyler Blankenship in that blue and yellow number 17, Jason Reed. Debut here tonight at Kern County Raceway.
Like Tyler Blankenship, motocross Tyler Blankenship or another guy?
You got it right.
Okay.
Right on the money is with age. Of course, he's very young. Comes the cage, right?
Yeah.
And you see that Life 8 FM 88.3 sponsoring that 17 machine of Blankenship. Perfect. They're coming on board to help us promote Faith and Family Night on June 17th with Coca-Cola, our 5th annual Faith and Family Night here at Kern County Raceway. And great to have KAXL on board. That's Life FM 88.3. Your leader, the 17, 2-time defending champion, the A-Sign Factory sponsored car of Kersey Young, dominating this one so far. 9 laps to go. She holds about a 1.8 second advantage over the 78 or 17B of Tyler Blankenship. Then it's Nathaniel Edwards running 3rd, Trenton Yurto in 4th, and Jake the Snake Mello in his first race out here at Kern County Raceway of the season. Of course, we were rained out a few weeks ago for the Mini Dwarfs, but great to see Jake the Snake back in the number 10. He's also a fantastic baseball player. He slides her sideways there in turn number 4. Kersey Young way out in front now. 6 laps remain here for our first main event of the evening, the Senior Mini Dwarfs, Jay.
Yeah, very cool to see Blankenship was a national contender on the mini bikes back on the 50s and had some injuries there. You know, him and Jet Reynolds and V. Francisco, those 3 ran the country on the 50s. They were known as the Bakersfield boys, still are. But, yeah, good to see Tyler into the cage and coming out and getting that car count up here for the Dwarfs.
Oh, boy, a spin on the back straightaway right in front of your leader. The 10 of Jake the Snake Mello brings out a caution with 4 laps remaining. So 16 down and 4 to go. Mello keeps it fired, will reset the field, and now the driver's got a shot, Jason Reed, to make a pass on that dominant red number 17 of Kersey Young. She has been nearly unbeatable the last 2 seasons here in the Senior Mini Dwarfs at Kern County Raceway. I want to take this time to thank some of our great partners. Tonight, it's all about JoRonCo Rentals, the exclusive rental company of Kern County Raceway. You see that beautiful tent over there on the Budweiser party pad. Tonight, it's the JoRonCo Let's Party Pad, as they had some great tastings courtesy of Advanced Beverage. There's also a satellite beverage bar over there for all you race fans, so go on over there and check that out. I want to thank our good friends at Birchtold Equipment Company, Elite Site Services, and Walter Mortensen Insurance. Insurica, we're underway once again. The green flag is in the air. Blankenship with a shot at the 17 of Kersey Young this time, and there's a great battle for 3rd between the number 7 of Nathaniel Edwards and the 24 of Trenton Yurto, who is your back-to-back dirt and asphalt junior mini dwarf champion here at Kern County Raceway. Now stepping up into the seniors, he is running 4th in the 24 car, Jay.
Yeah, 17's up front. Young, Kersey Young and Blankenship doing battle. White flag. 1 more to go for Kersey in the famous 17.
Yeah, she's your back-to-back champion in the Senior Mini Dwarfs, and she's going to kick off the season in race number 1 with another win. Kersey Young dominates and throws her hand out the window in celebration. Kersey Young, your winner in the Senior Minis. I'm headed to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane.
Young picking up the win. Blankenship debut not bad with a 2 spot. Edwards showed battle with Trenton Yurdo in the 2-4, so nice way to start it off tonight. Jim Burt Ford Mustang convertible 5.0 will roll on out. And Kersey awaits Steve Hughes at Raymond's Trophy Award Victory Lane.
She makes her way once again to victory lane. Kersey Young in the 17 machine. Of course, I'd like to welcome our trophy girls for tonight. Miss Teen Bakersfield 2017, Cassidy Porter, and Miss Bakersfield 2017, Paige Brock. They are in the Jim Burke Ford Mustang convertible tonight, and they will be greeting all of the racers here in Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane this evening. And my good friends at the Motorsports Fire and Rescue and DJ safety crew making sure that Kersey Young gets the car parked correctly in Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane. So just one banner for this one, guys. That's the JoRonCo banner for this one. That's all we need. JoRonCo Rentals Night at the Races. Race number 1 for the Mini Dwarfs. And Kersey, you pick up right where you left off last season with a great win. Of course, we'll see you again tonight in the INEX bandoleros. You're traveling the state in the bandolero, going after state points, but you're still dominant in the senior Mini Dwarfs. Congratulations on a big win.
Thank you, Steve.
You're so welcome. I got to talk to you about school. It just ended. What grade will you move up into in the fall?
I will be going into 7th grade.
7th grade, big junior high. Are you in middle school?
Junior high.
Junior high, that's right, that's right. I know it takes an army of people to help you out with this number 17 machine, and who are they? You can't look. You've got to know them by now.
A Sign Factory, Frank's Cabinet Shop, Bobby Courtney Racing Enterprises, Harrison Street Automotive, Sierra Construction and Excavation Corporation, Solvent Hair Sheep Company, M&M Racing Fuels, and my mom and dad.
Right on. Congratulations. Give it up for her one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Kersey Young, your winner in the Senior Mini Dwarfs. Ladies, come on in for your quick photo. All right, Jason Reed. Coming up next will be the Les Schwab Tires Spec Mods and their main event tonight on the half mile here on JoRonCo Rentals Night at the Races.
Yeah, going right into half-mile racing here at KCRP. Set for 30, once again. EB, Eric Bruss right there in the number 4 car, won last time out. If you got a program, you can follow where we're at in points. Turn to page 15, and that section right there in the middle, Les Schwab Tires Spec Mods. And you can see Jim Coffey in the 8 coming in tonight. First in points with 153. He's got 2 wins, 3 top 5s. The 55 of Mike Mason, 11 points back in second. And that famous red and yellow 97, Tanner Wattenbarger, third in points. Spec Mods, Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod class. Kersey getting the final photo there in the red 17. Congratulations to her winning the Senior Mini Dwarf to kick it off tonight. JoRonCo Rental Night at the Races.
Speaking of JoRonCo Rental, Jason, how are you, buddy?
Hey, what's up, George? How are you, pal?
I'm good. I'm just hanging out here on the rooftop terrace.
Okay.
And I have some shirts. Anybody want some shirts tonight?
Nice. If you want some shirts, you got to be loud.
I don't hear anybody.
Like you're above me on the rooftop? Is that what you're saying?
There they go.
Oh, he is.
Oh, so sorry.
George, wind that arm up, bud.
I'm not warmed up yet. I at least need about 2 races.
Oh, that's a good toss.
That's a good one. All right, I'm going to come over here, see what we got.
To my right, to George's right, down there on the south side. Who wants some shirts? There we go. Oh, nice toss.
I'm going to bounce one off the roof over at JoRonCo. Little corner over there. Let's see if I can go off the roof, everybody.
I can't see. You got to help me.
Oh, man. I wish we would have got that on video there. That was pretty awesome. All right, I got 2 more. but I'm not hearing enough noise.
2 more shirts, folks. Oh, there we go. How about right down here in the center, right down below the flag stand? Who wants some shirts dead center?
Green shirt right there. He's not even waving his arms.
Let her rip. Nice.
Well, we have some JoRonCo fun fact trivia for you guys tonight. We're going to be giving away family 4-packs of tickets to the races out here. Have lots of stuff going on. And I think we're giving a bike away tonight.
Cool. Good to hear from you, George. Just drop on in when you want to again with that trivia. Meanwhile, we're going to go green flag racing here once again. Les Schwab Tires Spec Mods out on the course right now. We'll get a rundown here shortly. Second night of the races here. JoRonCo Rentals, night at the races. KCRP. Good points battle once again going on here. I mentioned it earlier. Bruss took the win last time out in the 4. Quick rundown. Out in front in the number 9, Litton's Backhoe Services, Ken's Roofing, got to be Ed Coffey. Behind him in the 42, 3-way Chevrolet, Bree Lounge, Reeves, Complete Auto. Thumbs up, Cancer Down. Out of Bakersfield, California, KGT Morning Anchor, Jason Galvin in the 4-2. Right behind him, third in points tonight in the 9-7, Jason Wattenbarger Construction, S&S Spraying, CCCI Concrete, Sparks Pool Service. Got to be Tanner Wattenbarger. Behind Tanner, sitting fourth. First in points coming in tonight. In the number 8, Donlin Express, Waterfall Cleaners, Ace Appraisal, Branson's Havoline Express Lube. How about Jim Coffey? Jim Coffey in the 8. Les Schwab Spec Mod class here in the 55, pulling up behind Jim. Royal Purple, Classic Auto Lube, Tim and Intimidator Batteries, Elite Signs and Promotion. Got to be Mike Mason. Mike Mason in the 55. Behind Mike in the 4. EIG Solar, Steve Portier Racing, Finish Line Signs, Factory Cycles, BBC Racing, STZ Motorsports. Winner last time out, they call him EB, Eric Brust in the number 4. Behind Eric in the 9-9, looked good in qualifying. Performance Truck and Diesel, Amped Panorama. In the Loop Sports Nutrition, Marley Mutz, JS Mobile Wash and Detail, Red House Barbecue out of Tehachapi, California. Got to be Chris Jocelyn. Chris Jocelyn in the 99. Behind him in the 3-2, got to be Michael Lee out of Bakersfield. The 30 of Bill Stevens. 59 behind him, and of course the 20, Far Out West Motorsports, Paradise Trading Post, Smart Automotive, Mark's Mobile Repair Service out of Orchid, California, over there on the coast. How about Mark Allen? Les Schwab, Spec Mods, tightening up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 set, 5 rows, 2 side. Allen picking up the rear. Here we go. First half-mile race of the evening as they come into 3 and 4 apex. Should see green flag in the start box. And we're happy. Galvin on the outside. Wattenbarger trying to come on the inside. 3 wide as they go into 1. And it's going to be Ed Coffey leading them around. Galvin, no lift on the outside down the back stretch. Wattenbarger, your points leader in 4. Mason and Bruss, top 6. Steve Hughes, you're right there on the dirt, buddy. Got a bird's eye view.
3 wide coming off of turn number 4. Mike Mason on the inside. Tanner Wattenbarger in the 97, the meat in that sandwich, and the 8 of Jim Coffey on the outside. May have kissed the wall coming off of turn number 4. Rocketing down the back straightaway. Ed Red Coffey with a brand new motor in that number 9 machine takes the lead right in front of Jason Galvin, who's all over the rear bumper of the 9 car. The 55 of Mike Mason now looks to the inside of the 42 of Jason Galvin as they slide around turn number 2. A long way to go in this one. 1 in the books. 29 laps remain. Galvin now up to the high side in the white and orange 42 machine. Thumbs up, cancer down. Where's the number 30 of Bill Stevens? There he is. The quick lane at Jim Burt Ford sponsored machine down the back straightaway just outside the top 5 as your leaders come out of turn number 2 on lap number 3. Nose to tail in a 3-car battle for the lead into turn 3 and 4. Jason Galvin up on the high side. Wheel to wheel with the number 9 of Ed Coffey.
Oh,
Too
man.
close to call. You can throw a blanket over the top 3 as they enter turn number 1, Jay.
Ed a little loose. You know, Hughes, the first thing I noticed, the later we get in here into summer, that sunlight that's direct in their eyes as they come out of 2 down that backstretch, you're seeing it right now. I wonder how that's affecting the drivers here.
Well, that's the reason why we started the senior mini dwarfs here tonight first, to let those shadows cover up most of turns 3 and 4. Shouldn't be affecting the vision of these drivers as they head down the back straight. Now right here, a little bit of sunshine, but then they go right into the shade, and they're able to pick up that bright white wall in turn number 4. Their depth perception is fine, and it's certainly not messing up the 42 of Jason Galvin, who leads the first laps of his career here at Kern County Raceway.
I was just going to say, we watched him run last year. How nice it to see Galvin doing work out front in the 42 three-way Chevrolet backed as he enters 3 and 4.
Yeah, new sponsors on that 42 machine, of course, Bricks Lounge, Thumbs Up Cancer Down with Kevin Charette's Cancer Foundation, and three-way Chevrolet on the 42 machine. And it's starting to pay off for him now as they rocket down the back straightaway once again. But the number 20 of Mark Allen in front of your leaders. And here comes the 5-5, the double nickel of Mike Mason. Mason takes a look to the inside of Jason Galvin as they cross the stripe.
Galvin seeing some lap traffic. He'll clear on the outside, takes the line away from Mason, who sits 2. Points leader running 3. That's Jim Coffey. Got the brother behind him, Ed Red in the 9. Wattenbarger and EB pulling up the rear. Everybody clearing Allen on the outside. And look at Galvin. He's got Mason cutting to the inside in 1. No lift as they head out of 1 and 2 down the backstretch to you, Hughes.
Yeah, the inside line for these spec mods, the Les Schwab Tires spec mods, not the preferred line, but Mike Mason is going to power that number 55 to the lead as we approach lap number 10. 10 down, 20 laps to go now. Your new leader, the 55 of Mike Mason. The 42 of Jason Galvin slips back to second. The 8 of Jim Coffey now up to third. The 9 of Ed Red Coffey, your early leader, back to fourth. The 97 machine of Tanner Wattenbarger rounds out your top 5.
Points leader picking up the pace. Galvin loose out of 4. Looks like Jim's going to try to take over the 2 spot. Galvin gets shifted up. He's been loose in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 last 2 times around. Trying to get it straightened up right now as they come down the backstretch here. 11 down, little less than 20 to go. And the Les Schwab Tires spec mod class really putting on a good race to open up the half mile tonight here at JoRonCo Rentals Night at the Races.
A little bit of a breakaway by the number 55 of Mike Mason, who now holds a 0.7 of a second advantage over the number 8 of Jim Coffey, your points leader, already with 2 wins in 2017. That is Jim Coffey running in second. Early leader, the 42 of Jason Galvin, who logged about 6 laps at the point, now has dropped back to third. The 9 of Ed Coffey runs in fourth. Tanner Wattenbarger still hanging on to a top 5. Your last main event winner, the number 4, the EIG Solar sponsored machine of Eric Brust, runs just outside the top 5 in 6th. The rest of the field, a distant 7th and 8th. Michael Lee in the 32. The 30 of Bill Stevens in the Jim Burt Ford sponsored machine. Then it's the 99. Welcome back to Chris Joslin after he had collarbone surgery just a couple of weeks ago. Now he's back in the car, as well as the 59 of Anthony Barkett and the 20 of Mark Allen. Your leaders crossing the stripe now. Halfway. 15 down, 15 to go. Jason Reed, up to you.
Mason, 55 out in front, coming in tonight, second in points, 11 behind Jim Coffey. And that's Coffey sitting in the 2 spot. He's your points leader. Starting to gap away from Galvin in 3. Ed Coffey 4, Wattenbarger in last timeout winner, EB in the number 4, picking up the 5 spot. But it's Mason and Coffey starting to gap now here on lap 16. Galvin, who led early, sits in 3. Ed Red, as they call him, in the 9 orange and black. Les Schwab spec mod number 9 running 4 right now. Wattenbarger and Bruss trying to not let him slip away. Mason and Coffey into 1 and 2, 17 down, 14 to go. Galvin 42, Coffee in the 9. 3 and 4 as they enter 3 and 4. Wattenbarger, no change for him in the 5 spot. Mike Mason, 3 top 5s consistent as he's second in points, looking for his first win of the year here at KCRP. But Jim Coffey in the 8 has a good run down the backstretch each time and tries to close it in here on Mason in the final laps. 20 down next time around.
You know, Jim Coffey has been well known for his closing rate in the late laps here in the Les Schwab Tire Spec Mods, and it seems to be his MO once again, as now the gap between your leader, the 55 of Mike Mason, and the number 8 of Jim Coffey has shrunk down to half of a second, 0.572 of a second, Jason Reed. And 20 in the books, and just 10 laps remain now. And Jim Coffey's going to make a run at the 55 of Mike Mason, who has been consistent, had one bad race outside of the top 5, but sits in the top 5 in points in the number 55, Jay.
Yeah, 9 to go. Jim really starting to bury the pedal now as they come off a 2 down the back stretch. Sun a-glowing. Motors are ripping into 3 and 4. Once again, Les Schwab Tire Spec Mod half mile underway right now, and Mason doing work up front. Coffey trying to do what he can to close that gap and keep this points lead. He will. Mason 11 back. But once again, Mike looking for first win of the year. I'll show 23 down next time around with 7 to go.
It has been quite the week for the number 55 of Mike Mason. Of course, we didn't race on Memorial Day weekend, the 3-dayer, honoring those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. However, Mike Mason had a job to do, and that was to get married.
Nice.
Married just 1 week today. And they said it wouldn't last. So congratulations to Mike Mason on his recent nuptials, and now he's trying to back that up with his first race win of 2017. Mason found the winner's circle last year here at Kern County Raceway, but looking for his first win of this year as we got 5 laps to go this time by. The gap is getting smaller and smaller now. 2 car lengths between the 55 of Mason, your leader, and the number 8 of Jim Coffey as they cross the stripe. 25 down. 5 laps remain, Jason.
Yeah, Mason really hitting his marks and lines, as they say. Him and Jim are going to pull up onto some lap traffic here soon. So
that could really tell the story tonight.
5 to go, yes, as they exit out of 3 and 4, and they can see him in front of them down the front stretch. The 59 and Jocelyn awaits them up front as they exit 1 and 2 down the back stretch. Here we go. Mason and Coffey off of 2. Big gap back. It's still Galvin 3. Ed Coffey in 4. Wattenbarger holding down top 5.
Jim Coffey is so good coming out of turn number 2. He's a little loose down there on the south end of the racetrack, but man, he's able to carry that momentum and close the gap, and now he moves to the high side through 1 and 2, and that's going to help him out with 27 down and 3 remaining, but still 0.4 of a second separating the 55 of Mike Mason and the number 8 of Jim Coffey, your points leader. The 59 of Anthony Barkett goes a lap down. There's your third place car, the 42 of Jason Galvin, followed by the number 9 of Ed Coffey. Tanner Wattenbarger in the red and yellow 97, still hanging on to 5th. Your leaders down the back straightaway. Coming to the white flag, this time by Mason with just a car length advantage over the 8 of Coffey as they come out of turn number 4. White flag is in the air. Jason Reed, take us to the checkers.
Mason and Coffey, it's the closest they've been all race. 30 laps was slated. Jim trying to make a run here. Mason holding his line in the rearview mirror, left and right. Jim will pull up on the outside. He'll dive to the inside. Little loose as they come out, and it's going to be Mason holding off for the win, and Jim Coffey will take second. Third place going to go to Galvin. Ed Red Coffey will take 4, and Wattenbarger in the 97 will finish up with 5th. Good racing there once again. Les Schwab Tire Spec Mod class. Half-mile racing at KCRP. Excellent race. And once again, it's Mike Mason taking the win here tonight at JoRonCo Rentals Night at the Races. We'll talk to Mason here shortly.
Great run for the 42 of Jason Galvin, finishing up on the podium.
Yeah.
Best finish of the year. I believe that is his first top three. And Mike Mason making his way through pit lane. Obviously wanting to start the celebration already. Where did that cat go?
Oh, he's right behind
there
you.
he is.
There he is.
Doing
Coming
a
off
victory
a
lap,
little
nice
victory
and
lap.
slow. Yeah, he does it. He does it professionally. I can tell you that.
Nice.
Window net already down. I'm sure the majority of his safety equipment already coming off, and he's going to pull it right into Raymond's Trophy victory lane for the first time in 2017. A fantastic run for the 55 of Mikey Mason. Car a little hot there. You can see the water shooting out of that overflow on the right side. Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod main event has been completed. Now rolling back just a little bit, our lovely trophy girls, Miss Teen Bakersfield and Miss Bakersfield 2017. Glad to have them here this evening. Well, 1 week ago, he was saying, I do. Tonight, gets his first victory of 2017 here at Kern County Raceway. First met Mike Mason as a teenager at Mesa Marin Raceway. I don't even know if he was a teen yet, racing in the NASCAR late models. Followed his dream back to North Carolina, worked with some very good NASCAR teams back there, came back, graduated college, got himself a great job, and now is married, gets a handshake from his dad, Mark. And ladies and gentlemen, he can hear you now, the winner of the Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod 30, Mike Mason. And that is quite the wedding gift. That's what I wanted to get you, so congratulations. Man, oh man, Jason Galvin jumps out to an early lead there. You had to track him down, and you had to deal with the points leader, Jim Coffey. And I tell you what, he was coming late, 0.2 of a second, right behind you those final 3 laps. But it seems like you finally got this number 55 figured out.
Yeah, we finally got the monkey off our back. We've been quick all year and just missed it last race and just kind of cruising. And Dad said, go, 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 and we got out front, and then little drama over the radio with 1 to go. He's yelling caution. I look in the mirror and Jim's still coming hard. So I was like, well, we'll either wreck it or we'll finish it.
Well, I mean, your dad talking to him at the last Spec Mod race, he said, we haven't got this thing figured out at all. You guys were like lost. What did you guys have to do to the number 55 to get it up front and stay up there?
Just not give it away and go back to what we know that will work like last year. And we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We've got a fast piece. We just need to dial it in. And we went back to the drawing board. And, Schrader from Race Car Factories, he was big help getting us back in the right direction. But, with all our marketing partners, Sunlight Electric, Race and Distribution, without those guys, Elite Signs and Promotions, none of this would be possible. So I just got to thank you for them. And this is awesome.
Congratulations on your recent nuptials, and way to go tonight on a big win.
Yeah, I think that was the lucky charm, right?
Oh, boy, that's a big ring on that left hand right there. Give it up for him one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Mason wins the Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod main event. George Harmer, where are you? Now, see, I'm ready for George.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. I don't
somewhere.
think that she is, though.
Where are you, man?
I'm hiding behind the flag stand.
Are you?
You would have to walk forward or to your.
Forward or to my right?
There you go.
Okay.
I'll stand up.
Okay, there.
And then I'm sitting back down.
Now
I'm taking my union break.
Hey, man, do you have some JoRonCo fun facts?
I actually do. So tonight, everybody, you have a 50-50 chance
Nice.
at winning every question.
Great.
Because it's true or false.
That is awesome.
So, what's your name?
Kelsey.
Are you scared, Kelsey? It's true or false? I mean, on your test, did you used to, in school, just make like little animals or something out of your multiple choice questions?
No.
So you actually studied? So you're a lot better than Steve Hughes was in school. Because he used to just make like little things out of those. What are those little sheets there? Scantron sheets. Does anyone remember a Scantron sheet?
And a number 2 pencil.
Exactly. I don't care if I ever see one of those again in my life. All right. Are you ready for a true or false JoRonCo rental? These are all fun facts. So, JoRonCo, true or false, has provided all the media towers for the Michael Jackson trial?
False.
Moving on. So tonight I'm going to be a little ornery. I'm going to move on. So now, guess what? What's your name?
April.
April. All right. Did you hear that last question? Did you hear her answer? All right. I'm going to ask you the same question. So I guess it's going to be JoRonCo Rental provided the media towers for the Michael Jackson trial. True or false?
False.
Oh, no.
I can do this all night long. She's blaming it on the 805. All right. Have you been paying attention, sir? What's your name?
James.
James, how'd you do in school?
Pretty good.
He's thinking, okay, this is a 50-50 chance. It's true or false. They've said false twice. Do I need to repeat the question, sir? Are you sure? True or false?
True.
Absolutely. The answer is true.
Very good. That was close. I was getting worried
I
there,
know.
George.
I am sweating right now, and it's not from the heat.
George will be back later. Once again, trivia with the JoRonCo Rentals. Senior Dwarfs in the books. Les Schwab Tires Spec Mods in the books. Good race there. Congratulations to Mike Mason. First win of the 2017 series. He came in second in points. Jim Coffey in the 8 leading. So Mason's going to climb up from the 11. Kick off about 3 or 4. Should be a good series from here on out for that class. Up next, I call them the ankle biters. That's right. It's the mini junior dwarfs. And I show 8 of them tonight, 8 of them, so 4 2-row stack on the 8th mile. We still have Michelob Ultra Super Stock 30 lapper coming up. 17 cars in that class tonight, should be good. NASCAR Mini Stock, and yes, the MAV TV Lucas Oil. Shocker, direct off-road monster truck going to do damage. You see the RV, a Suburban, a old Blazer, and a couple of cars parked over there in our Golden Empire Supermoto dirt section. They're going to crush them later on. Here we go, junior dwarfs getting lined up, and I'll give a quick rundown here. Out front in the 57, Hank Hall in the 5-7. The 22 got to be Trenton Reichel, the 11, and they're already going green here. Juniors underway. Hank Hall, good start to it. Set for 20 laps around the 8th mile. 22 in the 2 spot. Trenton Reichel. Noel Armstrong, 89L in 3. Stephen Bazin in the 42 running 4. And Cameron Perryman in the top 5. Caution is out. Caution's out. We'll get relined up here. Hank Hall led the first 2. They didn't get 1 in the book, so set for 20. We're going to do a complete reset. Motorsports Fire and Rescue DJ Safety Crew out here in the medical mule for the pace car on the 8th mile. Eight of them, 4 rows, double stacked. Getting them lined back up. The junior dwarfs anxious here. Junior dwarfs anxious. Getting it going. First time seeing him this year. Got rained out last time back here. The 17 pulling off. Allie Young may have had some problems there. The 5 slow to come around. Trying to get these restarted here once again. Junior mini dwarfs in action here at KCRP on the 8th mile. Still have, once again, Michelob Ultra Super Stocks to come. Hank Hall, another good restart. Reichel in the 22, Armstrong in 3. Set for 20, trying to get clean. 20 laps in. 42 to the inside, little wobble there. He straightens it back out. Sign Factory's 43, Cameron Perryman. Everybody kind of mixed up here. I'm going to go to Race Monitor, but keep your eye on the blue and fluorescent yellow 57 out in front. Trenton Reichel in the black and orange 2-2. Armstrong 89L running 3. Stephen Bazin in the 42, all white. Little truck there in the 4 spot. Look at Hank Hall already making his way through some lap traffic here. Hall around the outside of the 5. Reichel and Armstrong 2-3. Big gap back to them. The 17 Young, Allie Young back in the mix here. Armstrong, here's the race. Look at the 89 and the 22 running 2 and 3. Meanwhile, Hank Hall, look at him slice through, thread the needle through that lap traffic as he crosses the start stretch. Pulls up onto the 43 of Perryman. He'll go to the outside. The 22 of Reichel now in front of Armstrong. Armstrong pulling back up. Here's the race, folks. 2 and 3 as they come out of 3 and 4. Reichel a full 4-wheel slide as he regroups. Knoll gapping out a little bit. Reichel loose out of 2. And how fast is Hank Hall? How about the 57 coming around 4? Can he lap all the way up into second? 9 down, 10 this time around, puts us at halfway. Reichel loose again, he recovers. Hank Hall, too good tonight in the 57. TCR Performance, blue and flow, yellow 5-7 as he comes around and now pulls up onto second and third. As he enters 1 and 2, Armstrong and Reichel clear. Here comes Hank Hall. Now he's going to set his sights on the 3rd place. He'll lap up into the 2. Oh, Reichel and them touch. Hall pushes him outside. Now Hank Hall trying to come up onto Armstrong. Here we go. Trying to lap up into second. 13 down, 7 to go. Hank's going to go to the inside. Armstrong closes it in. Side by side as they come around. Hank pitches it on the start stretch. Reichel trying to regain as well. Lap traffic in front of him. Hank, he laps all the way into the 2 spot. He'll go inside and clear it up. Hank Hall has lapped the field and made his way up into the front again. No change for Armstrong, 2. Reichel in the 22 holding down 3. 15. This time around we'll have 4 to go. This race set for 20. Clean, no caution. Hall making his way through again. Lap traffic as he comes around Perryman. Armstrong right with him. Reichel once again in the 22. And no change for the 42. Stephen Bazin in 4. 18 down, 2 to go, I believe. Should see white. Noel Armstrong spun a little, recovered there. Hall on the white flag. Checkered next time around. Hank out of 3 and 4. And he'll win. Hank Hall lapping all the way up to second and securing the win here in the junior mini dwarf division. Good little race there once again. Junior dwarfs. Hall, little 360 right inside. Armstrong will join in on the fun as well. Steve Hughes making his way down to Raymond's victory lane. He'll talk to Hank Hall.
Yeah, I'll talk to Hank Hall as soon as he's done celebrating.
Oh, those guys are having
with
fun,
his buddy
man.
Noel Armstrong.
Yeah.
How about that?
Little Hot Wheels out there.
Right away, out of the number 57, Noel Armstrong gonna bump Hank Hall. Wow, his good buddy. Yeah, Hank Hall is fired up. A dominating performance in the junior mini dwarfs. These are the 5 to 8-year-old racers, ladies and gentlemen, kindergartners through 3rd graders. And Hank Hall has been on a win streak here lately. 2 in a row on the dirt, 1 at the Bakersfield Speedway, 1 at the dirt track at Kern County Raceway, and then now he backs that up with a great asphalt win here tonight on JoRonCo Rentals Night at the Races. That will feature the 3rd edition of the JoRonCo 15 Minutes of Mayhem here tonight. with the Shocker Monster truck. We're getting the layout ready to go to see what we're going to crush. That is going to include that RV over there. And I'll tell you what, I am fired up about it. And he can hear you now, ladies and gentlemen. Hank Hall wins tonight's Junior Mini Dwarf main event. Hank, a dominating performance in the number 15, lapped the entire field, my friend. Fantastic job. What a great way to kick off summer for you.
Yeah, I just did the outside, inside, and it worked out for me.
It certainly did. Does your mom and dad help, they coach you at all, or do you guys talk about the strategy before you get ready for your main event?
Well, we talk about the strategy before we go to the main, but in North Carolina, we go to a karting school, so that's where I get most of my skills.
Man, I'll tell you what, I think that school's starting to pay off. And how's regular school going for you?
Good. I got straight A's on my report card.
Congratulations. And you'll go into what grade next year?
Fourth.
Fourth grader at what school?
Stockdale Christian.
Stockdale Christian. Let's give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Hank Hall, straight A's, and 3 wins in a row in the mini dwarf class. 2 on dirt, 1 at the Bakersfield Speedway, 1 at the dirt track here at KCRP, and tonight on JoRonCo Rentals, Night at the Races. Congratulations, Hank. Now it's time to celebrate. George Harmer, let's continue with the party, because I'll tell you what, nobody parties like JoRonCo parties. George, up to you.
What's up? Well, I guess it is up to me, because I'm a little higher than you right now. I'm to your right. Hey, first row. First row by the fence.
Where is George? There you are.
You know what? I will say that I'm going to go through these fun facts. One I'm just going to give you, all right? It said #1 fan, and it said Steve Hughes, but I crossed it out and inserted my name there. So it said JoRonCo is a #1 fan of Steve Hughes, but I did cross that out and put my name in there.
And I'm okay with that.
All right, so if I ask you that question.
I know who they really like, so I'm fine with that.
All right. All right, so what's up? You think you can do this? What's your name? Even though I know your name, but I officially have to ask your name. And don't say your name. Name, like, what's your name?
Wow, George, you have a great great rapport with the race fans here tonight. You're doing a fantastic job.
For whatever reason, she won't answer what her name is. Okay, one more time. What is your name? Wow. Okay. What is your name?
Hadley.
Was that so hard, Hadley? I mean, like 15 minutes or, we have racing we have to get back to tonight, right? All right. True or false? JoRonCo Rental provided equipment for 6 different... No, Steve.
Oh, hang on. Okay, sorry.
True. 6 different U.S. presidents. True or false?
I know this one. Do you want...
She said false. I'm moving on.
Oh,
she did not say false.
And she just kicked me.
She said true.
She just
You know what? I'm giving you 1 ticket since you kicked me. You were going to get 4. Rip one of those off. Rip one off. All right.
George Harmer.
What's up?
Are you giving her 15 Minutes of Mayhem t-shirts? If they get the trivia question right, they get tickets and a JoRonCo 15 Minutes of Mayhem t-shirt.
Okay, Steve, I may or may not have thrown those.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
If you have some more somewhere, I'll take them.
Oh, we've got plenty.
All right, where are they at? And I'll go get some more.
Oh, you're going to have to go to the party
I'm going there.
You're going to have to go to the party pad.
I'm going to the party pad and getting some more t-shirts.
10-4.
Jason, your daughter said hi.
Hey, Court. I thought that was you down there. Here we go. Once again, bandoleros coming up. Bandoleros coming up here. Good night of racing. Steve Hughes, I know your microphone's off, bud, but I tell you what.
No, it's not. I leave this thing on all the time.
Good. Hey, how good was that spec mod class, huh?
Great race. That has been a growing class. So happy to see Jason Galvin running well in that one, and very happy to see the 55 of Mike Mason get a win. They've been working hard on that extremely fast race car, and great to see him there. And, of course, Jim Coffey with another solid performance. He'll maintain the lead in the points for the 2017 championship. NASCAR Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod Championship points. So it's just going to get better and better. And I'm really looking forward to this Bandolero main event as well. As you see, Hank Hall, who just dominated the junior mini dwarfs, now hops into the number 41 bandolero, and this will be his debut in the bandolero class, now onto the quarter mile. And this is a nationwide class sanctioned by INEX. Oh, and it looks like they're throwing more shirts, and I think they've got the JoRonCo banner out that they're showing. So, race fans, you know the rule, race fans. You've got to make some noise if they're tossing shirts, and I can't hear you. Now I can. And you know, Jason Reed, a lot of stuff had to happen for Shocker and Pat Gerber to show up here tonight. And one of those things was, first of all, for Pat Gerber to say, heck yeah, I'll come on out there and put on a show for you. But we also had to get some cars. So I want to thank H&S Body Works and Towing. I also want to thank 10 West Towing for going and getting Shocker Monster Truck. I also want to thank JoRonCo and Juan Gonzalez and his entire crew for tracking down cars and going and getting them here to Kern County Raceway, because this third edition of the JoRonCo Rentals 15 Minutes of Mayhem is going to be off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Do they still say that? Am I out of the loop with off the chain?
I'm 40, man. I'm out of the loop as well.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I want to say hello to everyone up in our luxury suites this evening. We hope you all are having a great time up there, and they are rolling. The INEX Bandoleros now. Jason Reed, what do you say we go down trackside and meet the drivers?
Bandoleros, here we go, pulling up behind the Jim Burt Ford Mustang convertible 5.0 pace car here on the back stretch of the quarter mile. Out there, going to be the 17, Kersey Young. In the 04, Riley Massey. How about the 25, Quentin Fritz? 41, Hank Hall, just coming off the win in the Junior Dwarfs, jumps in as Bandolero. He's there in the 41 in the rear there in the black and purple 4-1. How about the 88, Zachary Ginn in the 88. And we are set to go here. Bandoleros on the quarter mile coming up shortly.
And this is their first race of 2017. What we saw last year was the 8 car of Jeremy Clark battle with the 05 of Cabe McClinney. Cabe McClinney winning the California State Championship as well as the Kern County Raceway Track Championship in the NX Bandoleros. Both of those two drivers have moved on, so it is a wide open field. We will have a new NX Bandolero champion here at Kern County Raceway this year. So here we go, Jason Reed, race number 1. Lights are out on the Jim Burt Ford Mustang convertible pace car. Looks like we're going to go one. Oh, the lights are still on the pace car. Now I see them flashing. So we have 6 cars. 25 laps of racing action on the quarter mile. Then we'll go into the Michelob Ultra Super Stock feature. We'll end the night racing-wise with the NASCAR Mini Stocks. Then it's time for the JoRonCo Rentals 15 Minutes of Mayhem. But right now, the green flag is in the air for the NX Bandolero main event. Jason Reed, up to you.
Lights out, Young first into one, leading them around here in Bandolero. No change of pace for her. Used to winning here. Doing double duty tonight also in the Dwarf Senior and the Bandolero. In the 2 spot, Seth Wise, Riley Massey in that famous sparkly hot pink 04 blue car. The 88 again in 4. Fritz in 5. Again, once again, already 88 pulling up the 4. The 41 spin. Hank Hall recovers. We stay green. And Young already starting to build a gap. Seth Wise, no change for him in the 2. Massey running 3. Fritz, Quentin, that's right, in that gray camo. Flo, yellow 2.5 on the door. Good to see him back out. Look at Young on a rail right now. Hot pink and black 17, Sign Factory on the side. Doing damage here in Bandolero. 4 down, I believe we're also set here for 25 laps. So 4 down, 21 to go. Got Hank Hall in front of her. Hank spun 2 laps ago, recovered. No caution so far. Caution free through 5. Massey once again still on 3. She gets bumped. Jen bumps her. She backs into the wall. damage definitely to the rear left quarter. She got hit as they entered 1 and 2. Zach and Riley coming together. They both spin. Riley, car kept running. Curious to see what the rear left end looks like. Steve Hughes, you got a view on it from there.
Bumper looks a little askew just to the right side of the race car, and a little bit of fiberglass damage on the body. It looked like when the 04 spun and then was heading backwards in reverse, it looked like she was unable to find the brake pedal and then hit the K-rail on the outside of turn number 2. Car looks to be tracking very well. I don't see any offset on the rear end. Just looks like some cosmetic damage after that pretty hard hit on lap number 5, Jason Reed.
Wow, definitely. Good recovery. Glad she's okay. Everybody getting lined back up here. 2, 4, 6 remaining. Hall still pulling up the rear. Once again, on caution. Jim Burt Ford. Mustang convertible 5.0 pace car leading them here on the quarter.
Yeah, I want to take this time right now to thank some of our great partners here at Kern County Raceway, including Bakersfield Karting Experience. If you haven't been to the only indoor dirt track in America, you got to go check it out on Buck Owens Boulevard. Also, Pat Brown System and the Jump Start Energy Shot, sponsor of the #1 machine driven by Perrin Kutstra in the Mick Ultra Super Stocks. Also, Spears Manufacturing, the #1, the worldwide leader in plastic piping products. Brown and Reich Petroleum, Bulwark FR, the official FR clothing of Kern County Raceway. Napa Auto Parts, of course, the official auto parts store of KCRP. We're so proud of our partnership with Fastenal, industrial and construction supplies. Les Schwab Tires, thank you so much for coming on board 2 years ago and your continued support here at Kern County Raceway. And Timberland Pro, the official work boot of Kern County Raceway. And I know, Jason Reed, you can speak to how good their work boots are.
Definitely utilize them there in our company that I work for. They're one of the best. I wear them myself when I have to go out in the field. I highly recommend them. Once again, Timberland Work Pro, EH.
EH, those are the ones I want. EH.
That's the
also want to thank the official beer of Kern County Raceway. Budweiser is the king of beers, and Budweiser reminds you to please enjoy the king of beers responsibly. Have your designated driver ready long before the final checkered flag falls here at Kern County Raceway. We want you to get home safely to come out and join us next Saturday night for Golden State Peterbilt night at the races. Some of you know him as E.M. Tharp. A lot of you know him as Golden State Peterbilt, Bakersfield, Fresno, and Porterville. They're sponsoring next Saturday night's racing along with Bike Night. So if you've got friends or family that are motorcycle riders, encourage them to head to Adventure Center Power Sports on Chester Avenue, Fred Cummings Motorsports downtown on Chester, Bakersfield Harley Davidson on Merle Haggard Drive, and I'm missing one, Valley Cycle and Motorsports on Buck Owens Boulevard. They can go in there, get their free pair of tickets, ride your motorcycle out to Kern County Raceway next Saturday night. We're going to give you the free parking. You're going to get to park up on the concourse in the VIP area. We're going to have a bike parade and a lot more other stuff as the green flag now flies once again on lap number 5 for the INEX Bandoleros. 5 in the books and 20 laps remain. Kersey Young out in front. The 87 of Seth Wise runs in second, and a nice battle for third here between the 04 of Riley Massey and the 25 of Quentin Fritz. Down the front straightaway they go. The 41 of Hank Hall getting in the mix there as well, Jay.
Seth trying to close that gap up onto Kersey. Riley Massey rolling in the 3 spot. Quentin Fritz in the 2-5, fast on the course right now, holding down the 4 spot. Hank Hall just coming off the win right there in the junior, stepping up here in the Bandolero, running 5, and Jen in the top 6 here. Bandolero's underway, and look at Young. No lift as she comes out of 3 and 4, 7 down. This thing's set for 25.
Spin in the apex of 3 and 4. That is the 41 of Hank Hall. This is his debut. He just practiced that NX Bandolero for the first time last night.
Oh, nice.
They decided to race it today. He was running in the top 5 with the spin, the second, but we haven't gone caution on the number 41 machine. Hank Hall still in the mix here in the 41 car, but Kersey Young in the A-Sign Factory Racing number 17 putting on a clinic here tonight in the NX Bandoleros and the senior mini dwarfs here at Kern County Raceway, Jay.
Kersey clearing Hank on the outside. No change for her. Big gap over the 87 of Seth Wise. Massey running 3. Quentin in 4. Zach holding down top 5 here. No change. 11 down, 25 set. Once again, folks, this is the NX Bandoleros. Still to come. NASCAR Mini Stocks will be our last race of the evening. Up next, Michelob Ultra. 17 slated super stocks behind the wall, waiting to do damage. And, of course, Pat Gerber out here tonight in the MAV TV Lucas Oil Shocker Motorsport direct off-road monster truck.
Yeah, 40 laps for the NASCAR Michelob Ultra Super Stocks here at Kern County Raceway. Let me tell you who I'm most impressed with right now, Jason Reed, is that is the driver of the 04 of Riley Massey, that H&S Bodyworks sponsored machine. Of course, City Smog sponsoring that 04 as well. Just doing a fantastic job. After the incident between herself and Zachary Ginn, she's bounced back and is running in the 3rd position. Did not let that incident really rattle her at all, and doing a very good job in 3rd. She's got about 7 car lengths behind the 2nd place machine, the 87 of Seth Wise, also sponsored by A Sign Factory. But Kersey Young with a huge half a lap advantage over the 87 of Seth Wise, as we've already passed the halfway point. 15 down, 10 laps to go when your leader crosses the stripe. 9 more circuits on the quarter mile here tonight at Kern County Raceway.
No change. Look at Young on a rail, all by herself down the back stretch of the quarter mile. She'll see 17 this time around. Seth Wise by himself, Massey in 3. The close battle, Quentin and Zach running 4 and 5. The 41, Hank Hall, getting his feet wet here in Bandolero, looking good, hitting his lines as he goes into 1 and 2. No change for him. Young, though, no lift out of 4 down the front stretch, 18 across that time around. The NX Bandolero, kind of a jump before they head up into the Legends, I assume.
That is absolutely correct. And I'll tell you what, a little bit of a bobble there by the 17 of Kersey Young, and she's been running some great lap times. Her best lap time of this 25-lap feature was a 15.946. Her last time, 16.366. So just a few tenths of a second over the last 20 laps since she's dropped off. Those NX tires are heating up. Everything on these NX Bandoleros is stamped with NX. This is a true spec class. Every single part and piece of these race cars are stamped NX. There's really nothing else you can use on these race cars. I'm looking at this battle for second starting to heat up just a little bit late in the race. The 87 of Seth Wise coming out of turn number 4 right now is starting to get tracked down by the 04 of Riley Massey. The 25 of Quentin Fritz doing a good job in 4th place. And Zach Ginn in the red 88 runs in 5th. Laps winding down now, Jason Reed. 22 in the books, just 3 laps to go.
Yeah, Kersey, 3 more to go here in securing this INEX Bandolero win here at KCRP tonight at JoRonCo Rentals night at the races. Zach in the red 88. He'll clear off of the back stretch, comes to a rest on the 8th mile, out of the way. Seth Wise still running 2. Massey, though, really putting on the pressure. You're right, Hughes, closing the gaps late here in the race. 24 down. White flag next time around. Here we go. Young takes the white into 1 and 2 down the back stretch.
2 more laps for the 87 of Seth Wise and the 04 of Riley Massey as your leader enters turn number 3, and she does it again. Sweeps the night, wins in the senior mini dwarfs, and wins race number 1 in the NX Bandoleros here at Kern County Raceway. Kersey Young, your winner. Check out this battle for second. Final 2 corners. Seth Wise in the 87, the 04, Riley Massey. And it's going to be Seth Wise coming home in the 2nd spot. Riley Massey will finish 3rd. The 25 of Quentin Fritz 4th. And in his debut, the 41 of Hank Hall finishes up in 5th spot. But what an amazing night by that young lady racer in the number 17 A Sign Factory machine. She wins again here tonight at Kern County Raceway. She's going to be taking home some hardware. Pretty big trophy for the senior minis. But I'll tell you what, this beautiful trophy from Raymond's Trophy and Awards is going to be one that she will treasure, as it's her first win of 2017 for the young lady driver, Kersey Young. Congratulations to her. And there's going to be a big celebration at the Young home this weekend. What a night for Kersey Young, the Harrison Street Automotive, Frank's Cabinet Shop, Sierra Construction and Excavation Incorporated, San Joaquin Collision, and Oliver Harris Sheep Company. I'm covering them all for you now so we can actually have an interview. Jan's Towing, Bobby Courtney Racing Enterprises. This young lady going for an INEX state championship in the bandoleros. Kern County Raceway fortunate enough to have state champions in the INEX bandoleros and the INEX legends last season. Gabe McClinney and Colton Page in their respective divisions. Wow, young lady, what a fantastic night. Give it up for her, ladies and gentlemen. Kersey Young wins 2 main events in one evening. Are you just worn plumb out, young lady?
Yeah, I mean, I was able to watch my sister race, and she pulled off the track early in the race. And then when it got to lap 5, I had to get ready. And I'm just glad to be able to win both races.
You know, in a couple of weeks, probably in August, we're going to run doubles in the bandos and doubles in the senior mini dwarf. So you ready for that? I say just get hydrated, okay?
Okay.
Well, what are your plans for the summer? Are you guys going to travel around and chase that INEX state championship for the bandoleros?
Yeah, I mean, we're racing Orange Show, Irwindale Speedway, and here, and all of them are good tracks.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. You know, we've been fortunate here to have Gabe McClinney be a state champion and the track champion in the INEX bandoleros last year, and we're going to root you on all we can for your state championship run and track championship run in 2017.
Thank you, and it's my turn.
It is your turn. Kersey Young, ladies and gentlemen, with 2 wins on one night here at JoRonCo Rentals night at the races. She wins in the senior minis and in the INEX bandoleros. Oh, George Harmer.
Steve Hughes.
Okay, I don't like just kind of looking for you. Where are you?
To your left.
To my left.
Right
okay.
here.
Stand up again.
Oh, wow.
There you are.
All
Thanks,
right.
man. All right.
She took off. Wow.
I'm telling
Way to
you
go,
what,
Steve.
George.
I think you're plotting against me. You make me turn to you,
Yep.
and the person I'm ready to ask the question to is gone.
Listen, man, these questions are not hard. These are
No,
about
they're
a
not.
great
They're absolutely not
local
hard.
company with a great success story, over 30 years in business, started in Lamont, now a huge warehouse on East Brundage Lane. These are not hard questions.
How big is the warehouse?
I want to say 44,000 square feet.
He's just guessing.
Am I?
No.
I don't know.
Am I guessing?
You're close.
Oh, no way.
You're close.
Okay, how many square foot is that?
40,000.
Stop it. Excellent.
I do my research, man.
I mean, you have the answers on your phone.
Well, I don't have my
You
phone
sent
with me.
Oh, okay.
And let me tell you what, remember, JoRonCo's is the number one. They're the, well, let me get, how did that go again, George? How was it written? That they're the number one fans of Steve Hughes?
No, that's not what
okay.
it said.
Up to you, Georgie.
Steve Hughes is George's
awesome.
number one fan.
That is true.
All right.
That is true.
All right, what's your name there, little fella? Weston? All right. Weston, this is a hard question, but I'm going to let you get some help from, do you have anybody around here to help you? Who can help you?
Steve Hughes will help you.
Wow. I know Steve Hughes is listening. See, they're pointing like 5. I'm not walking 5 rows over. All right, so it's me and you, Weston. All right? Do you know who Garth Brooks is? You know who Garth Brooks is? All right. So in 2005, he proposed to Trisha Yearwood.
Where? Where did he propose?
Yes, so you were there. Okay, he proposed to her at the Crystal Palace on a JoRonCo stage. True or false?
True.
Good thing you didn't listen to everyone around you. Is that your dad down there? Okay, his dad's down there going, false, false. Oh. Do not give your dad one of these tickets that you just won. Make him buy his own. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Say, Dad, you're on your own, dude.
Dad, you're on your own.
Dude.
All right.
All right.
You won 4 tickets back here to Kern County Raceway Park. Jason, back to you, buddy.
Hey, hang on, man. I just
What's
want to
up?
let you know, George Harmer, that if you've been to a concert anywhere in this area, over the last 30 years or so, even over on the coast, outdoor venues, things like that, even Taft, California. Any of those concerts that you've
Absolutely.
been to? I guarantee you, JoRonCo Rentals put that stage up there, and probably most of the seating and all the fun stuff that goes on. Big events up to 55,000, even to the smallest party. Hey, we're getting ready for summertime parties. Call JoRonCo, man. They can set you up with tents, tables, chairs, all that you need for your next party or event. Give them a call at JoRonCo Rentals. Now up to you, Jason Reed.
Here we go, boys. Super stocks, that's right. Michelob Ultra Super Stocks, 17 of them coming out right now. Grab you an ice cold Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Coca-Cola 5150 Energy, because it's about to get good. 17 of these boys getting ready to do battle. Michelob Ultra Super Stock, 40-lap main event coming up. As they come across the start, got to be out front in the 24. No stranger here, points leader. How about Roger Holder? Roger Holder in the 2-4. Sitting behind him, 55, Salty's Barbecue, Rep Kings, A1 Smog, Elite Science and Promotions, Mad Dog Tattoo, Pit Stop USA, the Sticky Kinky Band out of Bakersfield, California. Got to be Austin Wilson in the 55. Running the 13 tonight, Vagabond Inn, A Sign Factory, Hamilton Inn and Suites, Crazen and Associates, Victory Circle Chassis, Chris Dalton in the 13. Behind him, the Milkman in the number 1, Jumpstart, Pat Brown Systems, ABC Channel 23, Bakersfield, Solely Chevron, BMW, Bakersfield. How about Perrin Kuchstra? Perrin Kuchstra in the 1. Behind Perrin in the 47. Out of Bakersfield, California, going to be Greg Puskarich. The Mountain Man, defending champ in this class in the 7. AMA Homes, P-Dubs, Heat Source, Ashmore Motors, and Tehachapi Red Hot Signs. The Mountain Man, Gene Fife. Behind Gene in the 02, Legends Properties out of Bakersfield. How about Paul Eberspacher? The 57, Ashmore Motors, P-Dub, Brewpub, Access Real Estate, Red Hot Signs. The younger Fife, got to be Kyle in the blue and white, 5-7. 51 right behind him, 51. The 18 in the black, 18. No stranger here, huh? Hernandez Racing, 10,000 RPM clutches, Kurt Key Racing seats, Downforce Racing, Rick and Sue, Pro Things Apparel. How about PJ Hernandez? PJ Hernandez. 77. Stroke and Worm, Skinny's Automotive, 10,000 RPM clutches, Terry Henry Race Shop. How about Michael Nix? Michael Nix in the 77. The 38, Troy Camarlo, P-Dubs Brewpub, back at him, AMA Homes, and the Heat Source. Pulling up the rear in the 12. A1 Multi-Business Center, Crush Bar Restaurant out of Bakersfield. Got to be Paul Smith. Lined up. Lights out. Here we go.
All right, race fans, coming to the green. 17 cars, 40 laps. It's the Mick Ultra Super Stocks. What do you say? Let's get out of our seats and get on our feet and give it a big round of applause for your Super Stock drivers. Green flag is in the air, and we are underway here at Kern County Raceway. Roger Holder, the West Coast Wildman, going to lead the field through 1 and 2 in the 24 machine, and the 13 of Chris Dalton going to slip in behind him in the Vagabond Inn sponsored car. Here comes the Jumpstart Energy Shot. ABC 23, number 1 of the Milkman, Perrin Kuchstra up to 3rd, and the 55 of Austin Wilson 4th. Greg Puskarich with a great qualifying effort will round out the top 5 on lap number 1, Jay.
Wilson, Kuchstra side by side in the 3 slot. Eberspacher, the 47 right behind him, got to be Puskarich. Whoa! Wilson high into 3 and 4. He recovers down the backside, trying to get back in line at the 6th spot. He does. No change. Holder and Dalton, 1-2, and a little bit of wild racing here on lap 2. Woo! Down the back stretch we go. Kuchstra in 3. No change. Look at Dalton looking for the inside. The winner last time out, holding them off, the Wild Man, number 24 out of Bakersfield. Holder's AC back. Got to be Roger Holder still leading around 1 and 2.
And then the teammates in Ebers Racing, Paul Eberspacher in the 02, and the 47 of Greg Puskarich nearly wheel to wheel as they enter turns 3 and 4 in a battle for the lead off of turn number 4. Roger Holder in the 24 on the outside. Chris Dalton in the 13 on the inside. They'll stay just like that into turn number 1. And the best seat in the house, the number 1, the milkman of Perrin Kutstra, runs in third. A trio of cars breaking away from the rest of the field. We've got ourselves a new leader. The vagabond in number 13 of Chris Dalton.
Yeah, slingshot off of 2. Dalton no lift there, and he climbed into the front spot. Holder's going to have to settle for 2. They touch! Kuchtra and Roger hit it 1 and 2. They both recover out of it, and Perrin pulls up beside him as they come down the back stretch.
Paul Smith is slow down the back straightaway. You saw the leaders just pass him now. He is on the apron trying to make his way into the pits so we can stay green. Your new leader, Chris Dalton, now has opened up a gap of about half of a second over the number 1 of Perrin Kutstra, who had to muscle his way to the inside of the 24 of Roger Holder as they enter turn number 3. And now Paul Ebersbacher in the 0-2 has joined that 4-car battle for the lead, Jay.
Yeah, Holder and Kuchtra definitely went door to door on lap 4 2 ago. Now they're starting to slowly gap out here. Dalton leading them down the backstretch in KCRP. This thing's set for 40. Kuchtra, they call him the Milkman, running 2. The West Coast Wildman, Roger Holder in the 3 spot. And here comes the 0-2. Ebersbacher, the Legend Properties out of Bakersfield, California, in the 4 spot. Now trying to put the chain onto Holder and latch in.
Coming into tonight, Rich DeLong, the 3rd, was 2nd in points behind the West Coast Wildman, Roger Holder. Tonight, he sits just inside the top 10, running in 9th spot. That could be a big swing in the points chase after tonight's JoRonCo Rentals night at the races. 9 laps down. This time by, there'll be 10 in the books. A quarter of the way through this 40-lap feature for the Mick Ultra Super Stocks. This is a long race for these Super Stocks, Jason Reed. A lot can change in 40 laps on these Hoosier tires that they've got on these machines. 40 laps here at Kern County Raceway tonight for the Mick Ultra Super Stocks. Chris Dalton in command of this one. Holds about a 5-car length advantage over the number 1 of Perrin Kuchtra, but Kuchtra closes in 3 and 4. Lap traffic will be coming into play the next couple of laps. 11 in the books, 29 to go. The 23 machine of Ricky Bird in the Cods Corp sponsored car sits in 16th spot with the 38 machine of Troy Carvalho in 15th, and they are right in front of the lead pack as they head down the front straightaway into turn number 1.
Well, you know, Steve Hughes, you mentioned DeLong in the point shift, also looking to shift some points, and that's the number 1. Perrin Kuchtra came in tonight 4th in points, 1 win, only 1 top 5, and now finds himself in 2nd, battling for the lead, trying to shed some points himself and climb to the top here in this Michelob Ultra Super Stock Series here in 2017 at KCRP. Around the outside of RB they go. Bird to the inside. Dalton will thread. Kuchtra right behind him. Holder trying not to lose sight of the leaders. And I tell you what, the 0-2 of Ebersbacher looking good, also running 4.
Yeah, Ebersbacher with a nice drive up to 4th position. Greg Puskarich, his teammate and friend, rounds out the top 5 with the rookie, the 55 of Austin Wilson, with a great qualifying run the last 2 races, but had a little bit of trouble coming into turn number 3 on the opening lap. Now you see the number 1 of Perrin Kuchtra starting to close the gap on the 13 of Dalton as they head down the front straightaway. About a car length and a half separating the 2 leaders who have gathered the 24 of Roger Holder and the Holders Heating and Air Conditioning sponsored machine.
Wow, the number 1 Kuchtra down the front stretch, and I tell you, it's got the 23 ABC channel sponsored 2-3 on the hood. He sits in 2 as they come out of 4. They call him the Milkman. I don't know why you call him the Milkman, but you know what? I like the nickname, and I'm sticking with it.
Well, I'll tell you why. He's a dairy farmer.
There you
His
go.
family has been dairy farmers for 4 generations here in Kern County. And as a matter of fact, Perrin's father, Dewey Kuchtra, the milking barn at the Kern County Fairgrounds bears Dewey Kuchtra's name. That big red barn where they milk the cows. Dewey Kuchta right on it. That's why we call him the Milkman, and I believe he's the leader of the Milk Militia here in Kern County, Jason Reed. Two-car breakaway continuing with the 13 of Chris Dalton and the number 1 of Kern Kuchta.
Wow.
A distant third is the 24 of Roger Holder, who's starting to spark as he exits turn number 4. On lap 17, Jay.
Yeah, he's doing it in 1 and 2. I can see it on the left rear as well. So Holder's car probably not set exactly how he likes it, but he's making it work. And like you said, trying to keep them points alive. Kuchta in the 2 spot. Dalton hitting his lines, holding them off so far. 18 down that time around, folks. This thing's set for 40. We're going to have 21 to go next time. Dalton off a 2. Kuchta tucked in right behind him. A gap back to Holder in 3. Eberspacher, no change in the 4.
Contact between the number 1 of Kern Kuchta. Kuchta drove it in deep into turn number 3 and bumped the 13 of Chris Dalton as we get right to the halfway point. 20 down and 20 get to go. Just wanted to remind the 13 of Chris Dalton that he was still there as they enter turn number 3. And the action is starting to pick up at the front of the field here in the Michelob Ultra Super Stocks, Jason.
Well, your eyes were on the leaders in 3 and 4. I was calling them down the backstretch back into the 6, 7, and 8 spot, and I heard you come on, and I caught the tail end of it. Kuchta not messing around. Went door to door with Holder on lap 5. Moved his way up into the 2 spot, and I tell you what, it hasn't been more than 2 links, Steve Hughes, since then. They're going to see 22 this time around, 18 to go in this 40 lap. Michelob Ultra Super Stock. I calling it a co-main event tonight. JoRonCo Rentals, night of the races here at KCRP.
And it's going to get real good up front. Chris Dalton, 2-time KCRP. Oh, he's going to get loose all by himself. He loses the rear end entering turn number 3, and we're going to go yellow. There was a large gap between the number 1 of Kern Kuchta and the 13 of Chris Dalton. Dalton, who drove it in deep into turn number 3, loses the rear end all by himself as he entered turn 3 on lap 22. Caution is out for the first time in the Michelob Ultra Super Stock main event. Kern Kuchta now will inherit the lead, the 24 machine of the West Coast Wildman, Roger Holder, up to second now. The 0-2 of Paul Eberspacher, third. His teammate Greg Puskarich in the 47, fourth. And Austin Wilson in the black and red 55 will round out the top 5, Jay.
Wow, well, I know the drivers don't like it, but you know me, I love it, buddy. It's called the reset.
Yep.
At 22 in, folks, and 18 to go. I tell you, as a driver, you hate it, but Steve Hughes and I love calling it. It's a nice little reset. You fans get some good racing, and almost little over halfway through, that's exactly what you're going to see here when we get re-going again.
Yeah, to speak about the spin there was contact in the apex of 3 and 4 between the number 1 of Kern Kuchta and the 13 of Chris Dalton. Now that lap where he spun, Dalton drove it in a little deep. The rear end started to slide on entry, and he finished the spin at the apex of 3 and 4, so no contact that time. That's what I saw down here, and I had a front row seat to that one, Jason Reed. So I know that Chris Dalton might have been feeling the pressure from the Milkman, but no contact sending Dalton around in turn number 3.
Well, folks, we're on caution here, right in the middle of the Michelob Ultra Super Stock. Got to thank time once again. You heard Steve Hughes mention it all night. JoRonCo Rentals, night at the races. They do so much for not only KCRP and the facility and staff here, but of course all across Kern County. You heard they travel outside, provide everything you need. JoRonCo Rentals doing a great job here.
Well, and hey, Jason, did you attend any graduations this week?
I did.
Okay, where?
Kernville. How about there?
Hey,
they went up to Kernville?
I'd be willing to bet you those chairs that the graduates sat on, the stage that was set up there, JoRonCo provided that. It's really a busy time for them right around graduation time. So that's the time that you really don't want to call Ron or Jennifer, you know? No, I'm just kidding. You can call them anytime. 325-0855 for your next event, party, big or small. I'm telling you, they truly can do it all, from linens, china, place settings, glasses. They can transform one of our buildings here where we had our championships banquet.
Yes,
they transformed it into a banquet hall for us for 3 years, and it was absolutely beautiful. But let's get back to the racing. What do you say?
Lights.
Lined up side by side. Teammates in the second row, Ebersbacher and Puskarich. And the green flag is in the air once again. Aaron Kuchar, the leader, gets the start, but I'll tell you what, the West Coast Wildman on the outside. The 24, Roger Holder, making a move. You got to get what you can get on these restarts. And Roger Holder is going for it on the high side through 3 and 4, sparking. He slips up high into the gray and gives the lead back to the number 1 of Aaron Kuchar.
Kuchar finds himself out in front clean here on lap 22. Once again, folks, came tonight 4th in points. He's got to win this year in 1 top 5, and he's looking to do work right now and clear those points and move him up. Holder in the 2 spot. Ebersbacher now in 3rd. Has ran 4th for so long this evening. Now finds him in the final podium spot. Austin Wilson in the 55. Puskarich in the 4-7. And where's your current leader behind? Chris Dalton now back in 7th after that spin on lap 22. Holder a little loose again into 3 and 4. Down the front stretch, Wilson now sets sights. Austin Wilson, the black and red 5-5.
Trouble in 3 and 4. Looks like a blown tire for Ricky Byrd. He went up in a shower of sparks in turn number 3, and that's going to bring out the second caution. So he'd been battling an ill-handling race car for the first 20 laps of this race, and it looks like one of those right side Hoosier tires just gave up the ghost there on that one, and he entered turn number 3 in a shower of sparks, was able to keep it off the wall, but the DJ safety crew and Motorsports Fire and Rescue to the rescue, and he's going to continue to roll, is the 23 of Ricky Byrd in the Cots Corp sponsored machine.
Yeah.
Complete oil field development services.
Didn't mean to step on you there.
No worries.
Unfortunate for RB, Steve. He had a bad run in qualifying, only got 1 good lap in and just didn't look comfortable all night. Everybody probably goes through that, but we'll look to see Ricky back soon.
Absolutely. 25 in the books with 15 remaining. I want to thank our good friends at the Bakersfield Truck Center for their partnership here at Kern County Raceway, including the official energy drink of KCRP, 5150 energy drink, and of course our founding sponsor here at KCRP, General Production Service, celebrating 50 years this year, and we're going to party on July 1st in celebration of General Production Service's 50th anniversary. Humongous Salute to America fireworks spectacular. The Lucas Oil Modifieds will be here. That'll be a great night.
Nice.
It's going to be amazing. There'll be a huge party for the General Production Services employees and their families up on the Coca-Cola patio. And there'll be a party in the grandstands all night long. You don't want to miss this fireworks show. It is huge. 20 minutes, the best fireworks show in Kern County, guaranteed, Jason Reed. You better mark your calendars for that one. You're going to be here for that, aren't you, Jay?
Absolutely. Lights go out behind the apex of 1 and 2. Yeah, you guys put on a great show. I wouldn't miss it.
Right on, and the music is going to be phenomenal, Rusty Reezy. I've already started working on that, I can tell you that right now. Inside joke there, inside joke. Well, a couple of cautions just past the halfway point for the Michelob Ultra Super Stocks here at Kern County Raceway, but no change up front. The number 1 of the Milkman, Perrin Kuchar, in the ABC 23 Pat Brown System Jumpstart Energy Shot sponsored car. The 24, Holder's Heating and Air Conditioning Sivas' suspension sponsored machine, runs in 2nd.
Talking about a guy that's really picked it up and took to this pavement race.
I'm telling you, the dude can race anything.
Yeah.
If he challenges you to a tricycle race, don't do it. Running in 3rd is the 02 of Paul Ebersbacher. How about that? A good run for the 02 machine, the Legends Property sponsored car. The 55 of Austin Wilson into the top 5. He's been there just about all night long. He runs in 4th, and Paul Ebersbacher 5th. And there's Rich DeLong starting to creep his way up near the top of the field. He came into tonight 2nd in the points, and now DeLong sits just outside the top 5, running in 6th. Excuse me. Yeah, 6th place. All right. Lights are still on, Jay Reed.
Getting set up here, trying to get these boys stacked as they come out of 1 and 2 down the back stretch. reformed here for, once again, this 40-lap Michelob Ultra Super Stocks. Jason Reed upstairs, Steve Hughes down there in the corner. He's standing on top of what will be part of the Golden Empire Supermoto next Saturday night. Bike night here. Should be interesting. If you want to follow Steve Hughes, you can follow him on all your social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, KernRaceway.com, KernRaceway.com. You can follow him and the crew and staff here at KCRP. Results, points, you can see what's going on at the dirt track, what's going on at the motocross facility. Of course, the dirt track, they ran there last night. Hughes keeping you all up to date on social media and the website. You've heard him say it before. If you love what you see, let him know. If you hate what you see,
No.
let
If you hate, no. You don't use that powerful
Well, you
word.
know, man. You know, we're close on it.
What I say is if you had a good time, tell your friends. If you didn't, or you see where we can improve,
There you go.
give me
Okay.
a call.
More
Yeah.
politically correct.
I hate that H word. Don't use that ever again, man. No, it's going to be a great night here tonight. It's going to be a great season. We're at the beginning of a 6-race run here at Kern County Raceway. Actually, at Kern County Raceway Park, 8 races in 6 weeks. We started it last night at the dirt track with the debut of the dirt late models, and it was phenomenal there at the big 3rd mile clay oval just next door to us. Then tonight, the next Saturday night, of course, Golden State Peterbilt night at the races and bike night. The following weekend, it'll be Coca-Cola Faith and Family night, and we'll have a dirt track race that night as well. So a couple of double headers in this 6-week run. Yeah, Jason Reed, we're going to be busy. So keep them vocal cords tuned up, my friend. Here we go on a restart. I'm going to throw it upstairs to Jason Reed. 25 in the books. 15 laps to go, Jay.
Here we go into the start box. Bergstrom looking for the green flag, and Kustra sees it. Him and Holder side by side again. Roger trying to make that outside work and get that 24 back up into the lead. Wilson goes high. He'll lose 4 spots. Oh, Wilson touches the wall. Comes down into the 14. They keep it clean. So not sure what happened, but the 55 of Austin Wilson got shuffled up 3 wide and put the fresh black mark there on the backstretch at KCRP.
That's exactly what happened. You cannot go 3 wide on a restart. Here at Kern County Raceway, exiting turn number 2, something had to give there. Unfortunately, the 55 of Austin Wilson was on the outside, and he tagged the wall, but he's still running, and we stay green. Paul Ebersbacher with an inside move in the 0-2 to get past the 24 of a sparking Roger Holder. What a move. Could this be Ebersbacher's night? It just might be, as he's starting to reel in the number 1 of the Milkman, Perrin Kutstra, as they enter turn number 3, Jay.
And look who's sitting in the 4 spot. Spun, costing that caution way back for the halfway break, folks. Back on in, it's got to be Chris Dalton. Now trying to work his way back up front. But Steve Hughes is right. The impressive drive right now is the 0-2 of Ebersbacher as he enters 3 and 4 right behind the Milkman out front.
Yeah, great run for both teammates. Greg Pustrich, who sits in 5th, and the 0-2 of Paul Ebersbacher, who is closing the gap now. Less than a car length separating the number 1 of Perrin Kutstra and the 0-2 of Paul Ebersbacher as they rocket down the back straightaway. And here comes the 13 of Dalton. Chris Dalton to the inside of the 24 of Roger Holder, who continues to spark. I keep trying to find out where that sparking has come from. Obviously only in the corners. A little bit of tire rub there down the front straightaway between Holder and Dalton as they enter turn number 1.
Yeah, Holder's got to be left rear track bar not up to speed. They're up to par setting, as they say. That's definitely sparking in 1 and 2, and right there in front of Steve Hughes in 3 and 4. That's Holder in the 4 spot behind Dalton. Running the 3rd in the 13, but your leader, Perrin Kutstra, out in front. Jumpstart, Pat Brown Systems, ABC Channel 23, Bakersfield. Solis, Chevron, and BMW Bakersfield. Out in front, Kutstra looking for his 2nd win of the year here as he comes across. He'll see 32, should be 8 to go. And whoa, the 14 gets loose again as he enters 3 and 4. Sunnis recovers, lets everybody go to the outside.
Yeah, Eric Sunnis had been extremely loose the last couple of laps since that restart. And as I'm looking at the number 1 of Kern Kuchtra as he dives into turn number 1, you know the number we haven't called tonight? That's the number 7 of Gene Fife.
Yeah.
Out early in this one. Obviously having some trouble on the number 7 machine. So tough break for the defending champion in the Michelob Ultra Super Stocks. And Chris Dalton starting to make a run late here as well. When they cross the stripe, it'll be 34 in the books. 6 laps to go, Jim.
Kuchtra, Eberspacher, Dalton, no change, 1, 2, and 3. Holder still trying to hold off 4 spot. Husterich, the teammate to Eberspacher, running 5. And DeLong quietly in the 6th spot. Kuchtra, a little bit of gap, comfortable as he comes off 4, 35 down, should be 5 to go here in the Michelob Ultra Superstock 40-lap co-main event of the evening.
Yeah, Kuchtra's not letting up. He is driving it deep into turn number 3. Those front brake rotors starting to glow as he enters the turn. You can see him right there, a glowing red on that left front tire of the number 1 machine. Rolling through the corner, the 0-2 of Eberspacher, and we're going to go yellow. Caution late in the race. Going to set up a dash to the finish. What do you see up there, Jason Reed?
Sunnis again comes to a rest. You can't see it on the back stretch, right at the bottom of that banking, up against the inside wall. I just caught the smoke when I saw the yellow lights come on. And unfortunate, I assume it's the 14. I don't see him out. He's got to be tucked behind the wall. I see the black roof as he pops back out. So not sure what happened to Sunnis.
Well, I'll take a look and assess the damage, see what the net result of that spin is. Brand new body on that number 14 of Eric Sunnis as he's staying close to the wall. Looking at the left side of the race car, looks good. Tail end looks fine. What do you see on the right side of that race car as he heads to the pits, Jason Reed?
Eric making a left right in front of Hughes in the Golden Empire Supermoto dirt section. He'll come behind the wall clean on the right too, so very interesting. I probably caught the smoke off the tire. No hit for him. It just came to a rest. Sunnis, unfortunately, in the 14, out of this 40-lap main with 5 to go. 5 to go.
Hey, race fans, we're giving away a Coca-Cola mountain bike tonight. And you've got 5 laps to go and get your free raffle ticket. We're going to give away a bike every Saturday night, courtesy of Coca-Cola to kick off summer. Tonight, it's the Coca-Cola mountain bike. You've got to go grab your ticket right away. I know this is a barn burner on the racetrack, but we're going to draw the ticket after the trophy ceremony in Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane in just 5 laps. Your odds are pretty good from what I hear upstairs. You want to go grab a ticket? Maybe send your young one up there, grab a raffle ticket. We're giving away here shortly. A reset, as Jason Reed says. A shot for the 0-2 of Paul Eberspacher and the 13 of Chris Dalton to win this one. 35 down, 5 to go. They hit the start box in a great start. He's going to bring the 13 of Chris Dalton with him. Dalton now up into second spot. Nose to tail through 1 and 2. Kuchtra the leader as they exit turn 2 down the back straightaway. Eberspacher falls back just a bit, but hangs on to third as the 24 of Roger Holder, fourth. Greg Pusterich in the 47 fifth. Now who's in the catbird seat now? The 13 after a spin and leading some laps early. Chris Dalton right on the rear bumper of the number 1 of Kern Kuchtra. 36 down and 4 to go, Jay.
Oh, this is going to be a barn burner till the end here. Kuchtra, Dalton, Eberspacher, 1, 2, and 3 as they come out of 4 down the front stretch. They'll see 37 complete. 3 more to go here. Can Kuchtra hold them off? He's worked so hard to get up in front on that early caution around 18 and has been there ever since. He's got the experience running up front. He's got a past championship. Now can he hold it off and look for a second win and climb up into the points?
38 down and 2 to go. We're going to find out in less than a mile now. Kern Kuchtra with a 4-car-length advantage over Dalton late. Looking to become our first repeat winner in the Michelob Ultra Super Stocks for 2017 and advance his way up in the points chase. White flag in the air, this time by as Kuchtra gets loose up at turn number 4. Jason Reed, take us to the checkers.
He's just too good tonight. Kuchtra, as loose as he was, look how straight he is now as he exits 1 and 2 down the back stretch. Coming down into 3 and 4. Kuchtra, no look back. Dalton Eberspacher, 2 and 3 as they come off. Folks, it's his second win of the series this year. Kern Kuchtra taking the win once again in the jump start. Pat Brown Systems, ABC Channel 23, solely Chevron, BMW of Bakersfield Drive. Good job, Kuchtra. Second win of the year. Dalton, who led early, spun back on lap 22, finds himself finishing 2, and quietly, Paul Eberspacher in the 0-2, rounding out the podium. Folks, don't go nowhere. We got mini stocks up next, and of course, we're going to finish it with Monster Truck. That's right, Pat Gerber and the Direct Off-Road MAV TV Lucas Oil Monster Truck. He'll be out here shortly. Kuchtra once again finishing here with the win tonight. Michelob Ultra Super Stocks.
Your final chance, race fans, to grab yourself a raffle ticket as we get ready to give away that Coca-Cola mountain bike. The first of 6. Next 6 Saturday nights, we're giving away beach cruisers and mountain bikes courtesy of Coca-Cola as we kick off summer Coca-Cola style here at Kern County Raceway in 2017. Kern Kuchtra becoming the first 2-time winner. The Michelob Ultra Super Stocks this season. A great run. He took over the lead on lap 22 with a spin by Chris Dalton and led the final 18 laps after several challenges and a couple of late cautions. Getting his safety equipment off, Kern Kuchtra runs the cool box in the number 1 Jumpstart Energy Shot machine. Want to thank again Miss Teen Bakersfield and Miss Bakersfield for being our trophy girls here this evening. Doing a fantastic job. I introduced them earlier tonight. And he can hear you now, ladies and gentlemen. The Milkman delivers win number 2 on the season for Kern Kuchtra. You want some water? You better get a big sip there. Congratulations coming from the 13 of Chris Dalton. Running all the way over to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane and heading back to the tech area. All right. We're going to have to start bringing you some ice cold milk when you're here. Yeah, wouldn't that be better? Wouldn't that be nice? Wow, what an event, man. Your second win of 2017. Right at about lap 20, things got a little physical in turn number 3. You bumped Chris Dalton going in. Tell me about that incident.
Well, he was rolling the middle pretty good, and I was trying to pace with him, trying to find that opportunity to get underneath him on the exit. And on that corner, for some reason, I don't know whether he hit the throttle a little bit later or whatever, that, you're trying to coast with him. And I just caught him. I didn't expect I was going to do that.
Well, you backed off right away. He was able to save it. But 2 laps later, he drove it in pretty deep and spins right in front of you. He was going up the racetrack. You kind of followed him, but you were able to get the number 1 car up high enough to avoid that incident. And from that point on, you led the final 18 laps. Good run for you, Perrin.
Yeah, I just kept my head down, kept digging, Had to listen to my spotter. He had all that. That's all I needed to know. Keep digging, keep digging.
Those cautions in the middle of the race and then late with 5 laps to go, that have you worried at all? You were getting some fantastic restarts out of the box here on the front straightaway.
0-2 was pretty good. He was closing a little bit, but I didn't know how well he'd be on the outside line. I was a little bit better than 3 in most people, and that's where I was really making up most of my ground in 3. But I don't know. I was worried.
New sponsors on the race car this year. You become our first 2-time winner of 2017. You're the 2015 track champion, right? Well, let's go back. 2014 track champion. And I'm just glad you're still cruising around in a Michelob Ultra Super Stock out here.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. That's why we stuck with it so much like we have. And we've actually been learning things as we went along. So we got the car working better, being a little bit faster. I'm hoping this year I can make the championship. that last race with the flat tire really kicked our butt.
Certainly did, but a good comeback here on this one, the second win of the season for the Milkman, Perrin Kutstra, the BMW of Bakersfield, ABC 23, Jumpstart Energy Shot, Sully's Chevron, sponsored #1 machine. All right, George Harmer, we got some more stuff to give away on JoRonCo Rentals Night at the Races, bud. What do you got?
Well, I'm getting ready to give a bike away, Steve.
Sweet.
And I have some T-shirts from Cameron Perriman.
Nice, man. That
That I'm
dude's
gonna-
fast. Yeah, woos don't get it. You got to really scream and make some noise, race fans. That's what you have to do. There you go.
All right, I need some help here. Who wants to help me? All right, what's your name? Hannah, what I need you to do is reach in here and do you have a ticket? All right, you didn't get one, so you're not going to reach in and pull your number out, are you? All right, reach in there. Mix it up real good. All right, pull one out of there for me. Just one, not 7. All right, she got me one. All right, take those white tickets out. I'm going to give away a bicycle, courtesy of Coca-Cola.
It's a mountain bike. I think it's got a shock on the back of it, man. That's pretty cool.
I think you could ride it. You know, back in your tricycle racing days.
Hey, those were the JoRonCo Naz trikes at Mason Raceway.
I remember those.
And I had a full-sized one built just for me.
Nice. All right.
It was awesome.
Can I get a drum roll? 634-196.
Say that one more time.
All right.
Yell if you have it.
634-196. 634-196.
I think we're going to go down near turn
but
number
you got to
1.
make some noise.
I see some hands waving.
All right, well, come see me over here at the bicycle.
Bring your ticket.
And I'm going to have to verify that. You know how official rules say that I have to verify every winning ticket.
Absolutely. And we want to say thank you again to our trophy girls, Miss Teen Bakersfield 2017. Cassidy Porter, she's in the Jim Burke Ford Mustang. And Paige Brock, Miss Bakersfield 2017, doing a fantastic job. And they're wearing, what are those called? Oh, they're tiaras. And their sashes tonight. I've always wanted a tiara. Do they have a Mr. Old Bakersfield dude pageant that I could be part of? I don't know what my talent would be. Showing up on time, is that a talent? All right, final main event coming up next. It's the NASCAR Mini Stocks. Jason Reed, what a night it's been so far. JoRonCo Rentals, Night at the Races. After the Mini Stocks, we'll get the setup going for the 15 Minutes of Mayhem brought to you by JoRonCo Rentals. Pat Gerber and Shocker going to destroy some cars here on the front straightaway right in front of you, race fans. Jason Reed, I want you to prepare some music for that one.
Gotcha. Coming up, folks, a little bit of rundown here. So NASCAR Mini Stocks, we're going to shorten this to 20, making room for our program tonight. So 20 laps coming up, NASCAR Mini Stocks. We'll take a quick break. Get those cars lined back up here on the front stretch. And yes, we're going to let him rip. Pat Gerber, once again, in the Lucas Oil, Mav TV, Shocker Motorsport, direct off-road monster truck, and just let him, what they like to call, free ride in the monster truck world. Jim Burke Ford, convertible Mustang 5.0, out on the quarter mile, NASCAR Mini Stocks. Quick rundown here. In the 5 out front, got to be Destiny Joplin. In the 12, Damian Leiniger. 20 laps set. In the 88, that is Brock Mello. I think Brock having a problem with the 8 car in practice. Dad stepped out, let Brock in. In the 46 pulling up there, got to be Sugarts out of Taft. Here we go, 4 set to go. NASCAR Mini Stocks, lights out, Jim Burke Ford. Mustang Convertible 5.0 will dive off. And here we go on the front run. Joplin, Leiniger, and Mello up front in the 3, set for 20. Co-main event of the evening, final co-main event. Once again, folks, NASCAR mini stocks out right now on the quarter mile. They'll run 20. Clear them off. We'll bring the destruction cars out. And, of course, we'll finish this off tonight. JoRonCo Rentals, Night at the Races. Monster Truck Exhibition Demo. Leininger out front, Joplin, Mello, and Sugar's top four here. NASCAR mini stocks. Points coming into tonight. Brady Mello elected not to run his son Brock in the 88. Destiny Joplin, 3 points out of the lead. 1 win, 3 top 5. So keep an eye on her in the red scallop on the white 5. Leininger leading them out of 1 and 2 down the back stretch. Destiny Joplin, very experienced here at KCRP. Ran last year with us back here again. Sugarts, 46 in the camo, flow yellow, 4-6 in the 4 by himself, getting some laps in as he comes out of 1 and 2. Brock, little tap on Joplin, single file, 5 down next time around, should be 15 to go. Leininger coming into tonight in 4th. 3 points out. Very close battle here in the 2017 NASCAR mini stock spin. Joplin gets caught. Brock tapped as well. Caution here on 6. So set for 20. 14 to go and yellow out here for the NASCAR mini stocks. Folks, once again, stick around. Again, you got the monster truck demo coming up. Don't want to miss that. As soon as this NASCAR mini stock event is over, we'll bring the cars out. And yes, that is an RV sitting over in the dirt section.
Hey, Jason Reed, been a good race so far. 5 down, 15 to go. Your leader is your defending track champion in the NASCAR mini stocks, Damian Leininger, out in front. But I want to remind all you race fans, if you purchased a souvenir program, please turn to the very middle of that where you'll see some highlights from our May 13th race out here at Kern County Raceway. So I'll give you a second to open up that souvenir program. And when you do, if you have 2 stamped happy faces at the bottom or the top of that center of your program, congratulations, you have won a family 4-pack of tickets to next Saturday night, Golden State Peterbilt night at the races here at Kern County Raceway, which is also bike night. So all you motorcycle riding folks, you can head to your favorite motorcycle shop this week and pick up a pair of tickets. All you got to do is head into Adventure Center Power Sports, Fred Cummings Motorsports, or Bakersfield Harley-Davidson, or Valley Cycle and Motorsports, and they'll have your tickets there ready for you while supplies last. That'll get you into the gate. We're going to give you some free parking, VIP parking for your motorcycles up on the concrete pad near turn number 1. So come on out and join us. I know we had a pretty large group of riders here with us tonight. We want to welcome you and invite you back to next Saturday night to Golden State Peterbilt night at the races and bike night. All your motorcycle riding buds, come on out and have a great time with us here at Kern County Raceway. Jason Reed, lights are out. The field, 2 by each behind the Jim Burke Ford convertible Mustang pace car, and we're ready to go back to racing. I'll throw it back up to you in the Budweiser announcing tower on the 4th floor. Jay?
Reverting back to 5. We got 15 to go. This thing's set for 20, folks. Set for 20 here. NASCAR mini stocks. Back underway, green flag, Damian, no change, finds himself back out in front on the reset. Destiny Joplin in the 5, running 2. Brock Mello in the 88 tonight, holding down the 3 spot here for points. And of course, the 46 of Sugarts running in 4. No change down the front stretch except for Brock now pulling up on Destiny. Side by side in 1 and 2. Damian clears, leads down the back stretch of the quarter mile. Brock really starting to put pressure. Goes to the outside. Joplin to the inside. Into the front stretch. No change. Side by side still into 1 and 2. 6 down. 14 to go next time by. Good battle here first 2 and 3. Brock likes the outside. Destiny likes the inside here. Destiny once again. Joplin in the 5. Mello in the 88. Sugar's by himself picking up the rear in the 4 spot. Leininger, Noble Construction, Allstate Insurance, Tillman, Independent Trucking Service, Hill Threader Products, McWilliams and Walden Skis Automotive, once again out of Bakersfield, California. Got to be Damian Leininger, your defending champ here in NASCAR Mini Stock. Joplin, Baker Fab, Racers Edge, Clark's Tire out of Maricopa, California, also running two. Brock Mello in the 88, Bakersfield Chiropractic, Primetime Signs, Buck Ninja Outdoor out of Bakersfield. Mello spins, he's trying to recover. He'll hold light stay green on 10. Halfway through this time around. Leininger, Joplin, and Mello single file as they enter 1 and 2. No change here in the NASCAR Mini Stock co-main event of the evening here. Once again, it's been a good one. JoRonCo Rentals, night at the races. We still have monster truck demo action coming up. Don't go anywhere. Joplin trying to find a way around Damian. Just too good tonight here. That's kind of the reason he's the past champion, folks. He did well last year. He got to secure that 2016 NASCAR Mini Stock Track Championship here at KCRP. Joplin goes laps, so she currently still runs 2, and Mello out there in the 88. Blanket over all 3 of them now as they come off the 4. Block trying to find a fast way around. He'll try the outside line again. Destiny's like the inside all night. Mello trying to make that outside line groove work. Damian knows they're behind him. As they enter 3 and 4, Mello a little bit of bump and run on Joplin. Can it work and draft down the front stretch? Destiny holds the inside again. Brock still trying to work the outside. 15 down. Should be 4 to go. Next time around, whoa, Joplin running quick. Mello, not sure what happened. He'll pull back as he crosses over into 3 and 4. They'll get him relined up. No fraction there on his part. Joplin in the middle, still 2, and Leininger out front. Damian trying to hold this thing off. 17 down. 3 to go next time around. Mello still liking that outside. Destiny holding the inside. They'll go door to door into 3 and 4. Damian in the wishbone action, it looks like, out in front, 2 split behind him. On him. Joplin pushing him a little bit. Bump. Mello to the outside, side by side down the back stretch. Can Brock take over 2 on the last lap? Oh, they hit on the corner of 3 and 4. Damian will retain the lead and win. Mello will take second, and Joplin NASCAR Mini Stock, and Leininger will take the win here. Your defending champ, and come and arrest right there on top of Raymond's victory lane. Give him a hand, huh? Damian Leininger with the win here once again in NASCAR Mini Stock.
Yeah, Jason Reed, I don't claim to know much about the mechanical workings of these race cars, but I do know what hot brakes smell like, and that's what I'm smelling right now. These guys are on the brakes pretty hard. Damian Leininger goes wire to wire and gets his first win of 2017. Congratulations to the 2016 NASCAR champion here at Kern County Raceway. And he's got a young fan coming right down onto the racetrack. All right. Window net down, helmet off already. Mom Daphne bringing his hat out to him. Han's device is off. And he can hear you now, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner of the NASCAR Mini Stocks, Damian Leininger. Big hug. Noble Construction, Hill Threaded. Sponsoring the number 12 machine, Allstate, Skinny's Automotive, and the Coating Shop. I wonder who runs that. That's Big Dad right there. Congratulations, my friend. I'll tell you what, it's been a little bit of a rough and tumble series in the mini stocks this year. You were out in front for all 20, shortened it up from 25, and I know that you knew the pressure was going to be there. Pretty clean racing until those final 4.
Yeah, you know, we've been tight racing this whole year, been roughing each other up a little bit, so I was expecting a little bit more, actually, and we kept it pretty clean tonight, and I can't thank them enough. You know, Destiny and Brock, they both kept it really clean, and my dad put the right setup on this car tonight because it was on a rail. So
points battle going to get tighter and tighter. Just 3 points separating the top three coming into tonight, with Brock Mello finishing up in second. He may take the top spot after qualifying quick earlier today. You get the win. Congratulations on a big one here on JoRonCo Night at the Races.
Thank you, and you guys watch out for Brock. He's one hell of a driver, and he's starting to pick his way up, so he's going to be no slouch.
Well, congratulations again, and man, let's make it a good one all the way to the end like it was last year going into the final race of the year. And I know you got some new sponsors and some continuing sponsors on the number 12 machine that you have to thank.
Yeah, I need to thank my main sponsor, Noble Construction, Lewis and Ness. I need to thank Hill Threaded, Allstate Insurance, Tallman Independent Trucking, the Coating Shop, Skinny's Automotive, McWilliams of Walden, Mom and Dad, and I need to thank the Lord, because without him, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Let's give it up for him one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Damian Leininger wins in the NASCAR Mini Stocks here tonight. All right, that finishes it up tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for the racing portion of our show. Now it's time for the third edition of the JoRonCo Rentals 15 Minutes of Mayhem. And it looks like we still have some friends and partners of JoRonCo over there on the big JoRonCo party patio. We hope you guys had a great time over there. If you were part of that deal, make some noise. JoRonCo knows how to put on a pretty good party, and they are up there in Suite 310. I see you guys right there. Thanks, you guys, for coming out. Family up there in the Luxury Suite 310. Hope you had a fantastic time, and we represented your brand and your business greatly. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Want to thank H&S Body Works and Towing, nice. 10 West Towing, JoRonCo Rentals, and I'll tell you what, and the crew, Juan Gonzalez, our facilities manager, and his crew, the job that they did over the last 24 hours to get these cars here, get them ready, just to have them destroyed in the next 15 minutes was unbelievable. They did a fantastic job. I want to thank Larry Collins for talking Pat Gerber into bringing the Shocker monster truck out here to put on a great show for you race fans. It's going to be an awesome night, the third edition of the 15 Minutes of Mayhem. Wear those shirts proudly around Bakersfield, race fans, if you got them, because I'll tell you what, we're going to have a few more of these, and then they're going to be highlighted in October, on October 7th, with the first annual Night of Destruction here at Kern County Raceway. So mark your calendars for that one. Jason Reed, fantastic job, and I'll tell you how this works, Jay Reed.
Yeah.
How, you know, when you have a single monster truck, he really responds to the cheering of the crowd.
Yes.
So
the louder
longer
you
wheelies, bigger burnouts, more donuts, higher jumps over the cars. When the crowd gets loud, that's when we see Shocker pushing it to the extreme. In case you were wondering, Jay Reed, I didn't know if you were aware of that.
I hear you. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what we're going to do with the RV. Folks, bringing the RV out now, trying to get these cars quickly as we can set in place. So bear with us here. We're bringing them out, kind of getting a course lined up for Pat Gerber in the Shocker Motorsport Direct Off-Road Lucas Oil MAV TV monster truck. That's it, parked just behind the wall over there. Coming up, once again, I'll give you a quick rundown here of our June schedule. Next weekend, Golden State Peterbilt Night at the Races, Late Models, Legends, 911 Racing Series, Bandoleros, Mini Dwarfs, and of course, Gold Empire Supermoto will be back. Glad to see those guys. Harley Night, that's right. Bike Parade, Drags, 8th Mile Racing, Burnout Contest. It's Bike Night at the Races next Saturday, June 17th. Coca-Cola Faith and Family Night. Michelob Ultra Super Stocks will be back. Spec Mods, Mini Stocks, and I show the Faster Pastor race. June 24th, Late Model Twins. Steve Hughes and I were talking about this before the event tonight. Late Model Twins, I kind of like it. They reduce it and do twin mains. It makes it more exciting. Points chase on that. I think we're going to do it a couple of times this year. In fact, maybe the remaining late model races will all be twin mains. So very excited for that. July 1st, you heard Hughes earlier, General Production Service, 50th anniversary, folks. That's right, 1967 founded. GPS Production Services 50th anniversary celebration and salute to America fireworks spectacular night at the races here at KCRP. A wonderful fireworks show they put on, 20 minutes. Set that thing up right behind the wall over there in the parking lot of turns 1 and exit out of 2. So that'll be July 1st, getting ready for the 4th. July 8th, late model twins again. Spec Mods Road Course, that ought to be interesting. Mini Stocks and Legends will be out that night. And then, of course, July 22nd, Wheeling Night at the races. Late model twin mains, Michelob Ultra Super Stocks, NASCAR Mini Stocks Legends 911, and Golden Empire State Final Supermoto Round, July 22nd. We're going to go on a summer break, folks. That's right, 4 weeks off. We'll be back in August 26th, KGET Night at the races. September's got a full schedule, of course, with our Budweiser NASCAR Championship Night on September 16th. October, of course, Night of Destruction of the Spear Southwest Tour, the Bulwark FR 150. Excited to see that come back, October 28th. And, of course, the final 2 races of the year, very popular races. In November, we're getting it again, a double NASCAR K&N Pro Series West Championship night, folks. Napa Auto Parts West 150 that evening. And, of course, kicking it off and finishing off the year, November 19th, the 4th annual George Snyder Classic King of the Wing National Sprint Car Championship, along with, of course, Brown and Wright Petroleum Michelob Ultra Super Stock Shootout. So, heavy schedule remaining here for 2017. Get your tickets today. Once again, KernRaceway.com, KernRaceway.com for all the information. You can follow Steve Hughes on social media, of course, at Kern Raceway, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and, of course, send him an email if you like. You heard him earlier. He's very good. Your very own Steve Hughes bringing you all the information. The website's great. You get to check out what's going on here on the pavement. The dirt track, they had a great turnout last night. In fact, if you attended the dirt track race last night, you got a free ticket entry into tonight's races. Hughes and the staff here at KCRP do that frequently, so keep your eye out for those. Sometimes if you buy a ticket one night, you get a free entry the next night. So kind of a very cool little double event giveaway they do for you there. Well, here we go. Cars coming out, getting the final couple of them towed out. Bringing out the black Security Crown Vic. That bad boy's going to get crushed. Got the tow truck hooked on to a Suburban right now. It'll be out and we'll have 2 more cars. So, once again, Lucas Oil, MAV TV, Shocker Motorsport, Direct Off-Road's Pat Gerber going to crush some cars here in this upcoming monster truck demo, folks, coming shortly here. Hope you enjoyed your time tonight. Once again, here at the JoRonCo Rentals Night at the Races. Be responsible. Budweiser asks, please, a designated driver. Keep it safe. We want to see you back here next Saturday night. Once again, tickets available next Saturday night. Bike night here. Don't want to miss that. The Supermoto, of course, coming back with us. Golden State Peterbilt Night at the Races. Cars getting set up right now, folks. We'll be back shortly. Monster truck action coming at you.
I wanna
Congrats once again to Hank Hall, dominating that junior mini dwarf, lapping all the way up to second. Kersey Young, double battling dwarf senior and the bandolero. You heard Steve mention and talk to her earlier. She's going to do the state championship, make a run at that. Look at the Suburban out with the chrome 22s. Interesting. They didn't change and swap that out for some stock Chevy wheels. Final cars being brought out right now. The Blazer being set down. RV got a car. A Suburban with 22-inch chrome wheels on it. And a black security car. All set here in the infield. We're going to go here shortly. Folks, I want to say it again, a race I want to point out to you. Make sure you attend July 1st. General Production Service, founding sponsor of KCRP. That's right. Charlie Beard, so much dedication he had, of course, along with the ownership. Vernon and Reese here. GPS, founded 1967. We're going to celebrate it 50 years on July 1st. Spectacular salute to America fireworks night here at the races. So definitely don't want to miss that. Get your tickets. KernRaceway.com. KernRaceway.com. Visit that. All the updates for results, points, sponsors, what Steve Hughes has going on. There's Steve pulling up. Hey, what do you think about this, man? You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm just coming to check this deal out here. The staff doing a great job. I just want to say thank you to the race fans for their patience as we get this all this stuff in place. Believe me, it will be worth the wait. As I'm seeing here, it looks like we've got two different kind of runs that we're going to be doing, right? So we've got that little subcompact car that's snuggled right up against that Class C motorhome, and then we've got the Suburban and the Caprice, the old security car.
Wait,
what?
We've got the Suburban with 22s on it.
Oh, I'm keeping those. Don't you worry about that. You're going to see those on my golf cart in 2 weeks. So thanks, race fans. We appreciate you as we get set up for the third edition of the JoRonCo Rentals 15 Minutes of Mayhem. Jason Reed, you've been doing a good job previewing what we've got coming up here at Kern County Raceway. 6 weeks in a row, every Saturday night for the next 6 weeks. We're going to throw a couple of dirt races in there. First one was last evening, and then 2 weeks from last night, we're going to have the USAC Midgets in a non-sanctioned race come to the dirt track. So we'll have midgets that night, also the U.S. Western Midgets, mini dwarfs will be there along with the Mod Lights, so some open wheel action. It's really a season of firsts for the dirt track at Kern County Raceway. We had the big NARC 410 wing sprints there, and then last night a great main event with the dirt late models. Clay Daly just dominated that $1,500 to win main event last night. And then check this out, Jason Reed. We've got 30 sponsors to put up $50 a lap. You know what that comes out to?
$1,500.
Another $1,500. And you know who led from lap 1 to lap 30?
Who?
That would be Clay Daly out of Watsonville, California. So he walked away with a cool $3K last night.
Yeah, debut
after all was said and done.
Heard you guys had a good turnout over there.
Yeah, it was a good crowd.
Nice.
We invite all you race fans to come on out to the dirt track. You can go to KernRaceway.com and click on the dirt track badge, and that's where you get all your dirt track information. It's a great facility next door. Beautiful bathrooms, if I say so myself. I mean, that's like the Taj Mahal of dirt track bathrooms over there. And just a great racing surface. John Piker and the crew does a great job getting that thing rolling. Give me 1 second, Jay. Back up to you.
You bet. Cars getting ready right now, folks. I think we're getting close. RV in the little car set. Suburban
Yeah,
Hey.
and they're telling me, hey, Steve, get the heck off of the racetrack,
we're ready.
man. We got a monster truck coming out. Gonna do some fire-breathing, car-jumping. It's time for the 15 Minutes of Mayhem brought to you by JoRonCo. Jason Reed, you got that music queued up and ready to go?
Of course I do. Here we go, folks.
No
Once
Marilyn Manson.
No, none. Sorry
Okay,
about
all
that,
right.
whoever's. MAP TV, Lucas Oil, Direct Off-Road, Shocker Motorsports, Pat Gerber climbing in the monster truck over there behind the wall here. Should see him anytime. Once again, folks, the monster truck demo, part of the JoRonCo Rental 15, what do you call it? 15 minutes?
15 Minutes of Mayhem, man.
There we go.
It's round number 3. We dropped a trailer. We had RV races, and now we are going to destroy some stuff with your hometown boy, Pat Gerber. All right. Word from up top is he's getting ready to go. You got to get that thing fired up. I mean, that is a big fire-breathing, supercharged, 1,000-plus horsepower motor, and he's going to kick that thing off. Are you ready, race fans? Make some noise for Shocker! Yeah, it's fired up, Jim. I'm ready. Now I'm getting fired up. I think he's going to come down here and turn around. I'm getting the heck out of the way, man.
I can honestly tell you I've never seen a monster truck out in the open run. I've seen him inside the Rabobank Arena.
Oh, I was about ready to pull your redneck card, dude. Your redneck card was just about ready to get pulled.
But
I thought you were going to tell me you've never seen a monster truck before.
No, I've watched them, but never in an open area like this. It's always been very tight arena cross, close quarters.
Well, here he is coming down pit road. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, he can hear you from here. Give it up for Bakersfield's very own Pat Gerber and Shocker. Yeah, listen to that. Direct Off-Road, Lucas Oil, MAV TVs, Shocker Monster Truck. And he'll probably line it up for you, race fans. Put your hands together for Pat Gerber as he goes right in front of you. That's low gear right there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's your sign to say, hey, make some noise for Pat Gerber. He's going to take a look here. Turn it around and do some donuts. Wow. Hey, I'll tell you what, he can go right across Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane. I'll paint that thing myself. More donuts down here. Four-wheel steer. And he will smoke all 4 of those tires. Look at him lift that left front tire off the ground.
Folks, no joke here, no lie when I say this. Even the high ends, 50 to 75 grand in the engine. Probably 20 to 30 alone in suspension. Steve Hughes, correct me if I'm wrong, you're looking at a $200,000 plus
and
monster
here he
truck.
goes, up and over! Yeah!
Very cool.
What do you think of that, race fans? Coming right back at it, gonna get up on his rear wheel. Yeah. And just smoke show across the top of the Suburban, ladies and gentlemen, and going right back at it. Here he goes.
Boom! Nice!
And a wheelie off of the jump on that one, and I'll tell you what, the Caprice Classic is toast. You want him to go higher, race fans? Up and over! And bounces the front end into a wheelie. This is Shocker. The Direct Off-Road Lucas Oil MAP TV sponsor machine. Now he's got a nice ramp going here. Yeah, get some air on that one.
Definitely some skill to this, right? Preload bounce.
Oh, yeah.
The ideal is to get the front tire lifted up so he can pretty much pedal wheelie out of it. Pat pulling up again. Launch. Looks for the bounce. He's close. He's close to getting it.
He's having some trouble finding the traction with those humongous wheels. One more time. This is going to be a good one there. Got some air in the bounce.
Oh, yeah! Yes!
How about that?
Woo! Man, that was good. It's all in the bounce. bounce, Steve Hughes. It's on the bounce.
I've been saying that my entire life. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. That was awesome. Whoa. That just shoots it. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Had to get them tires warmed up a little bit, Jason Reed.
Gerber pulling up. Going to look for the bounce and wheelie out of this all the way to turn one. Boom. Oh. Got it.
Just mistimed the bounce just a little bit.
He's got such a long run heading south into turn one. That's kind of what he's wanting to do, right? Uh-oh.
Look out. What's this? Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Is he going to go for it, ladies and gentlemen?
Nice!
Wastes no time and destroys the RV. My family vacation is ruined. RVs 0. Shocker 1.
360, four-wheel steering in motion here.
Nice. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for Pat Gerber and Shocker.
Wow.
One more shot at the RV, perhaps, right now. It's just balsa wood. He clears the RV and wheelies out of the air. And no brakes on the hubs on these things. It's a big disc. Yeah, he's looking for some cheers, race fans. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. What a show. He can hear you, ladies and gentlemen, as he passes right in front of you. Standing O for Bakersfield's very own Pat Gerber and Shocker.
Very cool.
Maybe one more encore. Does he have it in him, ladies and gentlemen? Make some noise!
One more. Here we go. Going to try to bounce the wheelie over the center pile here. I tell you. Oh, he's got a good one here. Yes!
That started out fantastic, and here he is, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to pull it into the pits. Give it up for Pat Gerber! Throws it in reverse and parks it right there. Oh, he's going to back it up. He's got to make the turn. And I'm just going to wait right here. I'm not moving. I'm like a deer in the headlights, man. Got the backup beeper. What's he going to do? He's going to throw it into gear and shut her down right there. Ladies and gentlemen, let him hear ya. Well, a trailer bites the dust. A couple of RVs so far this year. And Pat Gerber out of Shocker. Ladies and gentlemen, what a finish to tonight's JoRonCo Rentals Night at the Races. Race fans, thanks for coming out tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to join us next Saturday night, Bike Night, and Golden State Peterbilt Night at the Races. The late models return. And motorcyclists, you are in for free. You got to get to your favorite motorcycle shop. Adventure Center Power Sports, Bakersfield Harley-Davidson, Fred Cummings Motorsports, and Valley Cycle and Motorsports for your free pair of tickets. Ride your motorcycle out here, and you got VIP parking ready to go for you. Jason Reed, thank you so much. Race fans, thanks for making it another great Saturday night. On behalf of the entire staff here at Kern County Raceway, my name is Steve Hughes. My partner is George Harmer and Jason Reed upstairs. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, and we'll see you next time right here at the races.